Hello, everyone, and welcome back to FSL Dota 2 Elite Day 2. I'm your host, Sophie, and I'm here with caster analyst Otomo. How are you feeling today after yesterday's long and grueling games?
Oh, yesterday was insane. We had three matches, almost all of them went to 1 hour long. One of them did go into 65 minutes. It was Foxy versus Roar. It was exhausting, but it was awesome. I love the new patch being a bit slower, where there's more comebacks, especially game one between Foxy Gaming and Roar. I thought that was the best game we've had. I'm looking forward even more like today because I think that we have the better, like not the better teams, but two teams that won, each one of them won on open. So that's like it'll be awesome. Like we have Fox game went through open qualifier. These teams, no, they're grinders. They're insane, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, and today there's going to be some notable people on these teams, right? So, like you mentioned yesterday, iStar won, was it the Commonwealth Games?
Yes, Birmingham, the one Birmingham.
Right, and you have like a couple high immortals like Gia, top
I mean,
100.
yes, and Hishiko's like she's like seven something. She was on Twitter. She's like, should I go for 8k MMR? I was like, I guess. I mean, if you can, right? And the other team, we also have Magic. Magic is with Hishiko. She's also like 7k as well. So you have a lot of the top tier of women Dota right here in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, I wonder if like they were watching the games from last night also, because I wonder if we can see, similar picks, similar strats, if there's anything to learn from last night. And once again, like the stakes are high.
Yes.
This is whoever loses this will drop the lower bracket, but that's also the nice thing is that we have double elim, so it's not completely over if you lose.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you win, you're guaranteed top three, $800, pretty good. I mean, that's just top three, right? So, but if you lose, you might go out fourth, $500. That's nice, but you want a bit more money, right? It's just not enough. I will be interested to see what they learned from yesterday. One thing that we saw was Dawnbreaker was always picked in ban every game, which I thought was surprising.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty busted here, but let's go on and see what the bracket is looking like. So we have today OO versus Red Horse. Yesterday was Foxy Gaming versus Roar, but Foxy Gaming dropped into the lower bracket. But there's still chance for them, like we said. So that is it, basically. Tomorrow will be 3 series, if I'm correct, right?
Correct.
So
Yes.
that'll be a long day tomorrow.
It'll be an exciting day tomorrow. You mean?
Excitingly long. But yeah,
Oh,
so we got the OO Red Horse game. It's gonna be really exciting. They're gonna be 2 super strong teams. So yeah, it's pretty
But
pog.
another interesting thing, by the way, is that OO's carry Magic used to be the carry for Red Horse. So she was
Oh.
replaced by Isa. So it's a little bit of a grudge match here. Did you kick me? Did I leave you because you're not good enough? Who knows? But either way, it is going to be. We'll find out who was right and who was left right after, by the end of this series.
Yeah. Speaking of Magic, we were watching the last game. Cutting very close.
I love that she's literally in a pub right now as we are in the lobby waiting for her, and we're all going her harassing. I mean, complimenting her in Twitch chat, being like,
Right.
"Hey, you're gonna earn your team a penalty, minus 30 MMR, also lower bracket, all the fun
What do you mean
stuff."
it could be plus 30 MMR? We're rooting for the win here.
We are, yes, we are. You're definitely
Come on,
correct.
Otomo. I've had enough of you. Let's go look at the players today. Let's go look at the rosters. Who is on our teams? Oh man, I love seeing that again. I'm still like, oh, and they look so cute. All of them look so cute.
Okay. I like that you can say that. I'm just gonna be quiet. I hadn't noticed anything.
Yeah, so a lot of familiar faces, like we were saying. Definitely, yeah. I've seen a lot of them before.
I'm glad. It's interesting to see this is gonna be a grudge match. Red Horse and OO. It could be iStar versus Magic, where we have these new carries. Both these teams have had roster changes since the last time we saw them. We talked about Red Horse getting iStar, and OO they got Magic, but that was from the third tour. They also replaced their position 5 with a girl with someone called Rising Girl. I believe she's from China. We had Snow. They replaced by Rising Girl. So it's there are a few question marks where we're not exactly sure because there have been changes. But overall, I still think Red Horse might be a little bit higher ranked, better players overall.
But sometimes in these cases, like even in these games, sometimes rank doesn't matter as much.
Yes.
It's more about like how you play together as a team, and sometimes even just picking the draft. Whoever is doing it, like they gotta know like which heroes are good in certain circumstances. So sometimes MMR isn't everything, but we'll see. we'll
Of
see based
course,
on the
yeah.
results of this game.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, there's a lot to be said for the teamwork that's involved, right? Like, because
Mhm.
we, even if we're saying like one team is better, it's like, a difference of 600 MR. It's not gonna make that much when one team is like
Yeah.
7K, one 7.4 or something. It's like it's gonna be based on the teamwork of how they work together. But right there's, want to talk about Gia a bit. She played a lot of Grimstroke in the previous patch, which was really good against the Medusa. My previous patch like 7.3, like from last year. Grimstroke got buffed. Shadow Shaman, which she plays really well, also got some nice buffs. CM feels a lot better as well. So it does feel like, Gia's pool got a little bit stronger. I'll be excited. I'll be excited to see what she goes with.
Do you feel like on the side of OO, there's any like standout star players?
Well, we talked about Magic. I think Meridi also plays really well. She's their offlaner. We've seen her play with the Mars. She's very ballsy. She just goes in, does her spell, like initiates really like without fear. Hishiko is also pretty well known. She's a roaming position for aggressive. She plays interesting heroes, like Invoker as a position for, which we don't see as often, but it works. Quap as well. So she has an interesting hero pool, also an aggressive player, which I like to see. So I think that's another one. Meridi and Hishiko, that 3-4 combo in the offlane could be very dangerous to deal with.
Yeah, that is very scary, especially when you have like the strong 3-4 that can easily like shut down the enemy safe lane. Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah.
On the other side, I do think that Red Horse is going to be okay because their best two players are their 1 and 5, which is what goes up against them. And iStar, she
Right.
plays like PA, Drow, and Tiny. PA got buffed, Drow got buffed, and they are going to be up against this is a slower patch, so they have time to come online compared to before. PA is like, oh, I have my Battle of Fury, I lose 1 Rax by that time basically. So I'm not too worried about them suffering their safe lane.
Did you cast the Commonwealth Games, right?
Yes.
So when you
lucky.
watched iStar, was there like any specific nuances that she did or anything that like really separates her from other carries in the FSL?
To be completely fair with you, two things. One, I didn't cast the main event. Unfortunately, they were like, we want actual British people, and I show up with my turban. They're like, no, we don't want you. But the other thing is that the Malaysian team just smoked everyone else. That's to be fair. Like, iStar played well, but everyone played well on that team. So it was very hard to be like, oh yeah, iStar would carry them in anything because everyone looks so good on the Malaysian team. Because Malaysia #1, right? That's just how it works.
Malaysia Bole. That's what they say, right?
Yes, that's what we say. So yeah, iStar, she played really well, but everyone played really well. It was like 2-0 all the way for Team Malaysia.
Wow, that's crazy. That's pretty strong.
I mean,
I would like to see though Team Philippines versus Team Malaysia.
Hopefully next year, right? I mean, we might have. I like that we had the Women's Open. It was just awesome that we had that. Team UK looked really strong. I cast a lot of the UK games because, like we said, there's a British cast, so I cast all the British. I was like, man, British teams look really good. The British team. Then they just got smoked in the finals. They're like, oh, okay, sorry.
Oh no. Yeah, but I'm excited to see though these games. It's like I've played with a couple of the girls before. I've played with iStar, but I think because of the team swap, she was on a different team prior, right?
Was she? I mean, I think that we have some notable women team like Pacific Pink and
Oh yeah, what happened to
Aster.
Pacific Pink?
I don't know. I'll be honest. It does feel. I remember a few years ago though, felt like the women's Dota scene was kind of emerging here. I cast a couple of tournaments and LAN, we had LAN events for them, and then it just sort of didn't go anywhere. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it was the pandemic at the time that caused a big hit, but I don't know. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, because I remember when I was playing, Pacific Pink was dominating. They were really good.
Yeah, when what team were you on? Did you have a name? Is it Valkyries?
No, we were
the Amazonians or something.
No,
like
I was with Aurora. You know Chalky? I was with her, NTY, Betty, and Timon. Yeah.
I swear. I think we have a caster coming called Aurora as well.
On the last day. But yeah, it was back then when we were playing, it was like what we were talking about yesterday, how, even though you're from different places and there's that language barrier, you all kind of play Dota, it was really hard, conversing sometimes because me, I don't speak Chinese, I don't speak Thai, NTY speaks Thai, and then Aurora and Timon speaks strong Chinese, and Betty speaks both English and Chinese. Aurora also speaks English, but Timon's English isn't that strong. But we still managed to make it work through Dota, so we all came together.
I mean, speaking of line, I remember there was a tournament where Kuroki attended with a stand-in. It was like a Chinese player for the carry, and Kuroki was telling him, he was like this, do this, and the Chinese player was like, I don't know what he means. He's like, get this, and at the end he was like, Bye San Jiniasha. Because like the double swords, and like that's how,
What?
yeah, that's what it meant. Like that's what apparently how they communicate. That's why Enigma Galaxy is definitely making it to TI this year. But yeah, that's how they communicate.
I
Yeah.
see. And what are your thoughts on the battle pass? That literally just came out today, right?
I think it's my opinion of the Battle Pass will be coming soon. So yeah, coming soon. It'll be once I unlock it, I'll give you my opinion. You have to wait a little bit, just a couple of months, and I'll give you my opinion on the Battle Pass.
Right, I see. Well,
It's
my,
a DLC. My opinion is like a DLC with it.
right.
I
My first score of it is a 3 out of 10.
Oh, hopefully Valve was not listening. But then again, we all both make jokes about. Yeah, I thought the music was. I like the music pack. I thought the music pack's pretty good. I liked the. I mean, the CM Persona looks like it'll be good when it comes out, but honestly, I don't know. I just doubled down. I mean, I'm just an MMR slave at this point.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's no terrain and there's no creeps.
That's true. I mean,
That
they
made
have
me
this weird
sad.
crab tower, which I'm like crappy tower. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, no terrain. Do you think it's coming
Yeah,
soon?
no terrain. I don't know if it'd be coming soon, but I mean, I'd hope so. I'd be surprised if they release like a battle pass without a terrain. So, yeah.
Well, one of the I want to go back a little bit to the heroes that we saw yesterday. We saw a lot of Dawnbreaker. She won both games. She was picked. Another hero that I thought was very popular but didn't make an actual appearance was Undying. First ban all 3 games, which I was like not surprised by, but I'm hoping we see some Undying. And the last
Right.
hero that I thought was interesting was Marcy, which was completely ignored after what felt like a very dominant, patch 7.31. Was there any heroes where you're like that you were sort of waiting to see, or you thought was like surprising?
I mean, I thought it was kind of surprising to see the Sand King pick mid like for 2 games because like
Yes.
I think it's just kind of like word of mouth. Everyone kind of knows it's just not the greatest hero. So I'm surprised like they actually wanted to like pick it twice. Like
Yeah.
one game like okay, but then the third game I was kind of thrown off guard. But I think the Marcy pick I understand because like the kit is kind of strange now. How like the dispose doesn't stun anymore, but
Yes.
now the what's it
Rebound
called?
does.
The rebound, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bit strange.
And
Yeah.
and the thing is, before you could dispose them into tower, they'd be stunned and taking damage. Now you have to dispose and then rebound into them, which can miss, and
Yeah.
it's like you waste some time because they might just walk out of the tower by the time you do it. So it's not as good. But those are yesterday's game. What's happening right now, Sophie?
Well, right now we can head on over into the draft. If that's what you would like to do, Atomo.
Thank you. All right. Oh, look at that. Wind Ranger being banned. That is going to be a Hishiko ban. This is one of her heroes. And as well as the Mirana. Okay. In the meantime, they banned Gia's Grimstroke as well as the Earth Spirit, which is Legai, which the guy plays a lot of. All right. Undying is in the pool. And Puck is in the pool.
I think Puck definitely is always like a strong pick. It's very versatile. You can do a lot with it. I'm kind of happy that they banned a hero like ES because I'm sure, like you said, the guy who plays ES, and when you have a comfort ES hero, like it's really scary to play against a really good ES. But I like the Hoodwink pick. I always do. It's such a great hero. And Mars. Wow, they're picking fast. Mars and
They
Phoenix,
are.
classic combo.
And
One
well
that we didn't
worth
get to
it.
see yesterday, right?
No, we didn't see Phoenix pick. We saw Mars picked a few times though, and
Yeah.
Juggernaut comes out. That's gonna be for iStar. They do no magic. Just now she was playing Juggernaut. Like literally just before this game, she was playing Juggernaut on her stream. So they are taking it from her. And of course, Juggernaut is just a fantastic hero against both of these, the Mars and the Phoenix. You can spin out of everything Mars does, and you can just shred the Phoenix egg unless unless you get stunned for at least half the duration. So that's a pretty good opening from Red Horse. I'd also like O's combination, but they need to fix a few holes right now.
Yeah, I do think the Jug pick is really strong, like you were saying. It's oh my gosh, it's gonna be so frustrating for the Phoenix. It's
Yeah.
like you try to put the fire spirits on him and it instantly spins and just starts attacking the egg. What can you do?
Phoenix is definitely a lot better. This whatever got some nice buffs, 5 damage on fire spirits at all levels. Level 1, that's insane though because it went from 15 to 20, which is like substantial. You also get a little bit extra health regen by one. It also adds up, so it's nice changes. That's another Gia ban, her Crystal Main. That leaves only one of her common heroes, which is the Shadow Shaman, still
She
in the
does play
pool.
Lich a lot though in AA.
Mm, both A and Lich don't do much against the Phoenix either because you can like always egg to avoid everything they do. Like if you're hit by A blast, plus if you get, I mean now it's a long order, tall order, but getting items on Phoenix also saves someone else from A blast. So
Yeah,
I
I don't know. It's kind of weird. But also
I
this Mars, like the Mars, the arena. One thing I hate playing Hoodwink is when the Mars arena cuts down all your trees. Oh, there's the puck ban.
there's which is a bit. I mean, it's kind of a little odd because could use the puck themselves, but it's not a UA hero. She plays like the spirits, the storm, the co-op. She also plays a little bit of shadow fiend, so not much in terms of control. Like the puck, and puck did get a little bit of nerf though.
If you do play that Shadow Fiend, you can also do like the cheese combo of Shadow Fiend Mars. You can put them in the arena,
Yes,
SF ults inside. So, but we saw yesterday, sometimes the cheese combos don't always work out the way you want them to.
and sometimes this the cheese is moldy. It's not as good as it used to be.
But sometimes
So.
moldy cheese is nice. Like blue
Ah.
cheese. I like blue cheese.
Magic lost her Terrorblade, her Jug. PA is also gone. There's Spec in the pool. That's one of her heroes, but I don't know if that's Spec is fine. But Juggernaut is a hero. I mean, who gets a Silver Edge? There's already a break from the Hoodwink. You do lose a lot of your impact from the Spectre, and Spectre he's not. I don't know if he's in a good place right now.
I think Spectre got a small buff, no?
Probably, but it's like, is it enough to push her into competitive? And she goes, ooh, Ogre Magi. So it is likely going to be the Hishiko Phoenix and the Rising Girl Ogre Magi.
I see.
Are
The
they going to go for.
ogre. I mean, do you like the ogre pick? It got buffed as well, right?
No, no, no. It got changed. It got 20 damage, but lost some armor and like 3 health regeneration. So
Oh.
it's like, do you like it? Some people can say it's a buff or a nerf. Depends on how you look at it. But honestly, it's hard to tell. Oh, but Ignite did get a nerf. Ignite does 1 less tick damage, and before it used to be that the moment you throw Ignite, it does damage. Now it waits 0.1, which means people can blink if they see it coming. Before
Oh.
they couldn't. That was actually a big nerf for the hero. So Ogre Magi got nerfed to Ignite, and he's got a rebalance to his base abilities. I think he's nerfed. I think his win rate tanked a little bit, but overall, do I like Ogre Magi? No, not in this pick right now.
No.
Oh god.
I mean, if you have the 5 Snapfire with the 1 Jug, it's quite a strong lane. You have the Cookie, Scatter Blast with the spin.
I mean, even the Hoodwink is pretty strong with the Juggernaut, right?
Yeah. So I think right now the lanes are looking really strong for whoever's with the Jug. I mean, Mars can't really do much.
5 seconds remaining.
You just have to, I guess, be smart, time things just right for the Mars, not waste your spells.
I don't really see like it's like you said, like the lanes are really strong for Red Horse. Phoenix is an okay laner. She's more like the hero feels more like a harassing laner than a killing lane. Like you need someone else to really set up the kills. Ogre is a good laner in general, but with the nerfs, not quite as the same thing. And you're going to be upward against a Dragon Knight Snapfire or a Dragon Knight Hoodwink. Like good luck getting kills with the Ogre. Like you're not going to harass Dragon Knight out of the lane. And Luna comes out. Okay. I think this is a solid pick. Definitely,
Yeah, I think the Luna's not bad.
it is a bit of it's also a bit like it's not a hero we've seen very often because I feel like me and you are a bit apprehensive about it. We're like,
Well, it got changed. Did you see the Lucent Beam thing where every time you hit someone with I think it was every time you hit someone with Lucent Beam, including the Eclipse, your ulti,
You get like
get
15
additional
damage.
12, yeah, or something like that, 12 or 15.
I think it's 12 because 15 is from the Broodmother. Broodmother's new shard is that you get 12 damage a second for its duration. But there's always something we can do which is called reading the patch log. It's like we can always do that and see what happens, and we'll see who's right. If I'm right, do I get anything?
You get a good job, Otomo.
Oh, fine. It is 15 damage.
Oh, okay. Good job, Otomo.
Thank you. I'd like a cookie from Snapfire for this one. All right. So we are down to probably the mid laners for each team. I mean, Dragon Knight could go mid. We'll see if Red Horse want to go for that. They don't have last pick, but they're like mid bans are coming out. We've seen the Storm Spirit, Ember, Puck, Tiny, Queen of Pain, and the Void Spirit. So there's a lot of mids being taken out of the pool. What's left here for Red Horse? Miri. Basically everything is gone. They do take the Lina, who did receive some buff. Yue, she has the Shadow Fiend if she wants to go for it. That is one of her heroes. And honestly, Shadow Fiend feels like a pretty good hero in this game. You want some mixture of magic damage that the hero brings, or you can just combine with the Luna. The presence of the Dark Lord, as well as the bonus damage from Luna, feels like you can really shred like heroes and buildings alike if you take the talent.
I like the Lena pick though because you have something to instantly counter the Phoenix Egg. Like it just doesn't become a concern anymore after you have like all the fiery soul stacks. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I don't think that we're actually going to see an egg pop off. You got Snapfire, Juggernaut, and Lena. It's like I don't think
Yeah.
they were thinking, hey, we need more egg busting people. It's like that. We got enough.
But you never know. I mean, if the Phoenix is able to position the eggs like in just the right place, like on top of a cliff or on just right on the edge of a fight, like you never know. It could come off. So
I mean, definitely could. It's just like, will it?
yeah, will it?
Yeah, like definitely could. All right, I'm still thinking Shafi might not be so bad because it could be a good combo with the Mars. Like there you do the arena, you do the ulti inside would be pretty good. I feel like they need some magic damage, although they do have the Phoenix, which gives you a decent amount as well. What other mids are even in the pool? You got something like the Necrophos and the Death Prophet, but I'm not loving either of them that much. Maybe the Death Prophet wouldn't be. Death Prophet wouldn't be so bad.
Death Prophet, you think? I guess the physical damage of EXO is pretty good in the
Invoker?
sustainable hero.
Invoker maybe, but you're all gonna like everything seems to, like then everything relies on the Mars ultimate, right? Like there's all so many things that are just not like what like the follow up. There's so much follow up damage you can do, but it's like all relying on the Mars. What are they gonna go with? They go with OD, the one hero which we said every bit except OD.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like OD is such a bait though.
You think it's a bad hero?
Well, I think it's like a bait hero kind of like like on paper it looks really strong if you're able to like destroy the mid lane. Like I guess it really depends like how comfortable she is with it, but like I feel like it's kind of one of those heroes that like you can play solo ranked and destroy everyone, but when it comes to like a team game where people actually know how to handle these heroes, like then it's kind of like it just gets a little awkward.
I think there's a lot of value to it, though. You can dodge an Omni Slash with it. You can set up everyone else. I think there's a lot of value to it.
Yeah, that's true. But we do know Lina to be like one of the strongest mid laners in the game, so I could imagine that it'd pretty be hard to lane against the OD. But we have Aki ready to cast with you, Ultimo, so I'm gonna hand it off to her right now.
Bye, Sophie. Bye. Hi,
okay.
Aki, hi.
hello, and everyone, and good evening. This is the series of the day: Team OO versus Team Red Horse for Dota 2 Elite. So, speaking of the draft, I was kind of liking Team Red Horse's draft, but then when the OD come out, I was kind of favoring Team OO's draft. But as you said, OD is a really strong laner, and it's good against the DK. So
yes,
I'm all good. Let's just have faith in Yue. I just feel bad that all her heroes has been banned, and I'm looking forward to Stardust. She's our rising star for Team OO. So let's see. This is kind of a revenge or redemption game for Magic. Right?
It's definitely a grudge match, There's some feelings in here, and they're not all friendly. It's not all sisterhood in this match,
Yeah.
So, or who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe it was all very mutual.
But okay, we're going into the game, so there might be a pause for now. But then you said we might not see the Phoenix Egg last for a long time here because Team Red Horse has some heroes that can deal with that. They have the Snapfire. It's not really necessary for the Lina to to break the egg. It's the Snapfire's job, I believe. So
I mean, Sapphire can do it, Jug can do it. It's more like anyone who can crack the egg, just crack the egg,
yeah.
right? Like you got so many options. Whoever's the nearest one should just do it. By the way, I do look at that on the Dire. Oh, they all have the battle pass, but none of the Radiant have battle pass. Unless there's some visual bug.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Let's see. They might haven't bought the battle pass. I haven't bought it yet too. I'm kind of like I'm having second thoughts. I don't really like the battle pass.
What? Everyone seems to not like the battle pass. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
I just bought a new couch, so that's the reason I'm having second thoughts of buying the battle pass.
All right, how about this? We'll make a bet. If you're right on who wins the series, I'll buy the battle pass.
Oh, really?
If I'm right, you give me the couch.
That's an expensive couch. I just bought a recliner couch.
It's how I do bets with my wife, by the way. She's like, if you win, you order lunch. If I win, we have another baby. I'm like, I don't think these are the. I don't
What
think
a
these
trade!
are-
What a trade!
Yeah, it's not exactly the same level. That doesn't seem right.
Okay. But yeah, going back to the draft here, I just believe that Team OO's draft is best with their combinations, but when the Phoenix Egg was out, so I'm not really sure what they kind of like give for some follow up after the Arena of Blood. So let's
be-
see.
To be fair, as long as Jug is controlled, Mars is okay.
Mm-hmm.
As long like if you have Bulwark active, you can dodge a lot of the damage from the Lina, from the Snapfire, Little
Ooh.
Shred. Like you can help the egg by absorbing the hits yourself because it is like what 70% of the attacks, basically tripling the egg hits. So there is value there. Meredy, she is going boss mode right now. She's like, get out of here.
Get out of here. We don't need you here. I mean that's kind of good for Team Red Horse. They force the Phoenix to get that Icarus dive
Yes.
for her first skill, so there might not be an harassment from the fire spirits and stuff. So this is good for Team Radiant.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Like if you're Phoenix, you really don't want to take Icarus dive level ones. Like the
Yeah.
damage is garbage, the cooldown is long. Fire
What
Spirits
can you
just-
do? Just give out the right clicks for the
Right?
meantime.
With your one armor, you're like, all right, please don't hit me. Let me hit you, but don't hit me back.
Yeah, and you wear. So let's see. This is kind of an interesting matchup. I have always been I have always been biased with Mary. She's my idol, ever since.
And I mean, she is part of probably like what the strongest team right now.
Yeah.
She's always done very well, and she's on a hero who can scale. We saw yesterday Lina absolutely crush game one when she was being played by Roar. So I imagine Mary can just do the same as well. But she's up against another scaling mid laner, which is UA. So both of these two heroes, I gotta admit, it's hard to tell who's going to come out on top. Alina can harass really well, but
Yeah.
OT can just send you to the astral realm whenever she feels like it.
And I think at some point of the game, Lina can just have that Shadow Blade and stuff so she can reposition herself well. And I think that's the case that you can just go on top of the OD. So we will see. And as we've seen yesterday, Lina became some kind of like second carry.
Yes.
So this might happen also for Team Red Horse.
Top lane, by the way, this is going to be the Hoodwink and the Dragon Knight. That's a pretty good amount of damage. They can definitely kill the Luna if she's out of position. Ogre maybe not so much. At the same time, Hoodwink is pretty susceptible to dying herself.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful on both sides.
Speaking of the Hoodwink, I'm just looking forward for Team OO on what hero will chase the Hoodwink. This is a very mobile hero, and they might be needing some blink daggers and stuff before they can catch the Hoodwink. So I'm looking forward to that.
They have two people who are pretty good against the egg, right? The Phoenix, you can just Icarus dive to cut eggs. If you egg, you also destroy some eggs around, like some trees around you.
Some
so
trees, yeah.
There's a lot of value with the Phoenix. And of course, Mars, when you do the arena, all the eggs in the arena, all the eggs, I keep saying eggs for some reason. All the trees in the arena also disappear. So it's just, they have decent people to kill the Hoodwink. Plus, she's a support.
I see.
So most of the times, like if you can't catch her, it's unfortunate, but it's not the biggest deal. However, Hoodwink, she is taking a lot of damage.
This is what we are talking about. She is already level 2, and I believe she already put that. There's no scurry, at least for now. But Yeah, this is a very mobile hero, so Timo might be having a hard time on dealing with this very annoying hero for the meantime.
And she's got like no health, she just won't be able to trade against Ogre. Ogre, we've said that yeah, the hero's not as tanky as he was before, but he's definitely way tankier than a squirrel. You know.
Yeah, I do get you, and I think we can't really underestimate the Hoodwink, especially yesterday with when we saw with Ulap, and I'm one of Hoodwink is one of my favorite heroes, so I know the ability of this hero and what can he do during the team fights and stuff. So
You're just
yeah.
like Sophie. She also plays a lot of Hoodwink. Every time I go to a stream, she's playing Hoodwink with her Maelstrom build.
Me too. I get Glypnir as my first item.
Right? Yeah, everyone used to do that. I'm like, okay, I get it. It's good damage, It's like
I'm a position 5, by the way.
It's alright. Whenever I play Ogre Match at position 5, it's like it's either Hand of Midas or bust. Like I have to get Hand of Midas. I don't care. Max gets the bounty and right from under Stardust's Rising Girl's nose, which is a little unfortunate for them. She goes to the mid lane as well towards UA, but I think she's probably spotted. There's a nice ward right there, sees her coming. So this gang, this attempted gank, whatever you want to call it, doesn't amount to anything. However,
Yeah.
iStar is really suffering. Is iStar dead actually? She might
On the
be.
bottom, might be.
Looks like she's just barely
She's alive.
only 14 CS though. Meredy, I mean, we talked about this, Meredy being a very strong offlaner for OO, but she's absolutely crushing, almost doubling the CS of this Juggernaut. I didn't think it would go as one-sided as this.
Good start for the Mars. They can just revolve to the Mars when it keeps on happening like this. Mars can just get that Blink Dagger early on, but Monster. Wait, I might be holding that
dive.
blood. Ooh, nice cookie! First blood goes to the side of Team Red Horse. She is getting that first blood. Good job.
And that's Gia for you. For everyone, like this girl's ranked like 80 or 90 in Southeast Asia. She is like top one. She's incredible. So this is what you expect from her. She was making giant plays with the Grimstroke and Shadow Shaman, and now she gets first blood on the Snapfire against the Phoenix. Something you see very often. Stardust taking a lot of damage here. Magic getting stunned. The Magic might actually lose her life. She needs about a couple more hits though. And she's very fast. This is the benefit of Luna. 325 base movement speed. Faster than some heroes with boots, basically.
Yeah. 2 heroes from Timo are super low, have a super low health on the top lane, so they can still reinitiate that kill on the top lane. But speaking of that, Magic will be going down. Might be Stardust, okay.
And
Hoodwink's just super annoying.
yeah, she walks in and Stardust.
Wow.
Stardust Rising. We're gonna call her Stardust. I don't care, just because she shows up. She walks
Radiant's
in, takes a
courier
fire
has
breath to
been
the face. A little
Yeah.
bit too greedy. In the meantime, Monster Hishiko was able to get the courier kill. It's not much though. You're 3 kills behind on OO. Not the start you want, but they do have great team fight to come back.
We might be seeing that later, and maybe for this OD as well, when she gets a good rune that can be used for rotation and stuff. We might see a rotation from this OD later on. She might be going to the bottom lane, I believe.
Despite despite the 3 kill advantage, they're gonna go for it. Can you get
Nice
the
vision.
Hoodwink? She plants a tree in front of it. She basically dares them to come forward so she can bushwhack them, and she does. And she makes that alive. Hezilia is insane. Legai is insane. Well done by her. I mean, she puts an echo shot right in front of her face just so she can bushwhack them if they come close. And also it gives them like a tiny bit of fog of war.
Was that the acorn shard, or she just placed an iron branch?
I don't know. Actually, that's a good one. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. You're the analyst. You know. In the meantime, though, Hezilia, she's taking a bit of damage, but you're not killing her. She's only got 1 point.
She's way too tanky.
Insanely tanky. And Stardust moves forward a bit too far. Stardust, is she gonna lose her life? An Acorn shot gets it. She dies. Double bounce from the Acorn shot brings her down. And Stardust, I think this is her 2nd death in the game on an Ogre. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Meredy, are you gonna be okay? Meredy taking quite a bit of damage. I think they're gonna be able to kill Gia. They do, but Monster,
No
are
more
you gonna be
Icarus
okay
stun?
here? Hishiko is gonna lose her life. Omni Slash to the face. And that's the Birmingham champion with a double kill.
Yeah. having that kind of experience, you can really bring that to the whole team. You can share that experience to the whole team, and that's what we are seeing right now. And yeah, good start for Team Red Horse. 6-1 is the score on the board, and this Jug is really farmed up. Like she just bounced back from that lane against the Mars. You said earlier that Mars is doing a doubling that. Last hits and denies, but yeah, she got double kill, and I believe she's now ready to go in the jungle.
But well, Yue's got the Meteor Hammer. We'll see if she wants to actually start making moves with this. This
Yeah.
item didn't receive a little bit of nerfs. Not this patch, but one patch ago. Oh, beautiful. Immediately gets rid of that tree, saying like, yeah, I do not want to be bushwhacked. And Yue, she's 1 versus 3 in the mid lane. Takes a cookie. I feel like that was going to happen eventually. Yue, oh my.
They do know.
A little too much. Here she goes here, trying to help out with those fire spirits, but it's not going to amount to anything.
Yeah, they do know Team Red Horse. They know what hero they should slow down for. Team OO, that's the OD with the Meteor Hammer, and it might start to go rotating and going around the map killing people. So yeah, that's a kind of a good kill for Team Red Horse.
It's another one, right, to add. So far, well, they only got one. Wait, no? Are
Oh,
we gonna be
nice
losing
push
the
one
ogre?
again.
Yeah,
The
but-
OD's here.
Oh, OD's here. She's gonna be able to use the Meteor Hammer. It's gonna land in time. It looks like, well, that's gonna be the first kill at least on Legaia, but they do lose Stardust in return. She goes here, and Hazilia, I think you may have. Oh, you stayed here a bit too long. There's pure damage. There's percentage damage, and ooh, the hammer is dropped in the end. And I think we're gonna see a dead dragon. Yue coming back strong with the team with that double kill.
Nice TP on the top lane, but this might leave the Lina having the lane for herself on the mid lane. And again, Lina is not a kind of rotation hero, but she does that at least pretty good. But she can just take down the tower, the tier 1 tower at least for now before rotating. That's what Mary can do for now.
Magic. No, she's just gonna be fine. All right, we are in the 10-minute mark. We're still. We're gonna see Ogre Mage is still level 4.5, so she's gonna take some time top lane. That's another Meteor Hammer combo, but no ultimate on UA, so she's not very unlikely she's gonna be able to kill that.
Yeah,
pretty
she might
tanky
need to be
Dragon Knight.
careful. There's a group up from Team Red Horse here, but they don't have any vision, so they can just still attempt. And Mary going on the rotation at the top lane.
Gets
Ooh, the ward right in the face of Team Red Horse.
Oh, she's going for the combo. Holy moly! Very brave, and the arena comes out. They do get the plants on the Lina. Looks like they're gonna be able to get the kill on Mary. Mary does fall, and backup's coming out here for Magic as well as Hishiko. This could be a nice triple kill here for OO, and it's just what they need. Hazel's gonna die, so it's 2 cores and the position 5 doesn't matter, but still, it's 3 kills this early in the stage.
Yeah.
And suddenly we are. Look at that big net worth advantage swing coming out, and finally
Big
OO
swing.
taking the advantage.
Yeah, especially they were able to kill Mary. That's her first rotation though, so it's not really looking good for the Lina. But let's see, we haven't seen the maximum potential of their draft, as they might not have any plans to group up and stuff. They just have to be reactive on what Team O is gonna do. With a lightning strike will connect, and the sharpshooter. Okay.
Yeah, it's very low cooldown, and I like how Hishiko is like, do I Sunray? No, he's like, I don't have enough to heal you, so it's not gonna be worth it for. I wonder if this Phoenix is going to go for a Spirit Vessel. She already has the Urn, which is a good item. Might go all the way to Spirit Vessel. UA, smoke breaks, they know where she is. The gobs are out. Like Hazel, will she get the stun in time? UA, doesn't even need the stun. She just loses her life in the end. Her streak is over. UA is just gonna go
It's
straight
over.
to the grave.
Yeah. Again, at this point, it might be even for the both teams, as they've been trading kills and stuff. So might be hard to say for now, but definitely they were able to slow down the Lina a bit.
Interesting.
Going for the Boots of Travel though.
Interestingly, the supports are the ones really suffering. Even though the cores from OO are doing well, the supports are not. Like Phoenix, she's more than 1,000 gold behind the Hoodwink. That's position 4.
Also the Ogre.
Yeah, the Warriors also very poor, but not too bad behind Gia compared to like the Phoenix, which is very poor. So
Yeah.
at the same time, your cores are farming well, so I guess you don't mind.
That's
and
what's
Phoenix-
important. Yeah.
Phoenix, as long as you get the shard, like you're pretty fine with everything after. Like you have to get the shard, but everything else is like, it's nice, but it's not really necessary.
Radiant's bottom
I do
tower
understand what's happening on the supports of Team OO. They have the defensive supports. Unlike with Team Red Horse, they have super aggressive supports. They have the Snapfire and the Hoodwink that can, you can tag along in terms of ganking, picking off heroes and stuff. These are
And
two defensive supports, so
And
yeah.
Magic's gonna get a nice triple ancient stack here, so she's gonna farm. So
Oh.
they have been spending a lot of their time making sure that there's enough farm for Magic. So that is gonna take time from them. Whereas, as you said, Team Red Horse, they're like, why should we make space? Why should we stack when we can just go kill? Which is fair point for them. They have been doing a great job going to get with 10 kills so far.
Dire's middle tower is under
In smoke for Team OO, they might be spotting out the Dragon Knight farming here on the side. So good observer ward, but I believe the courier spotted that, or I don't know.
Unlikely unless they have a sentry in the vicinity.
There's
so
no
I don't-
sentry. Okay,
Yeah, so it's just draw. Oh, but they are gonna be able to get Hazel. Hazel's gonna fall anyway. The arena is used, and there's the Snapfire ultimate. Stardust looks like she's just gonna be probably fine. Hey, Hishiko. Oh, she uses the Sunray in a very awkward position. I think she wanted to. Maybe that was a misclick. But in the end, it's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. Yeah, you get Hazel, but you lose both of your supports, and these supports,
yeah.
I mean, they're pretty item independent, but it would be nice if they get something at least.
Yeah, they cannot keep on dying, and I just get what happened to the Phoenix. You can just cast the Phoenix Egg right in the face of the Lina, right?
Of course. And it's like a Alita Juggernaut. It's like, alright, there's no way I'm gonna be using the egg there.
Okay, they can still go. Arena of Blood doesn't have that long cooldown, and especially they still have the Phoenix Egg, at least for now, and the ultimate from the OT, so they can just attempt again.
But
Again, they weren't able to touch the Juggernaut just yet for now, so
Mary is doing a good job. She's pulling further and further ahead from Hezilia. She's got that Blink Dagger, whereas Hezilia, I think she's still, where is she in the Blink Dagger? Still needs about 300 gold to get it. So the off lane for OO doing a really good job. There is a ward right here. We'll see if they smoke underneath the ward. That would be very unfortunate for them.
yeah. That was a super good ward from Team Red Horse. I just think it won't be rewarded, at least for now, but okay. They can just go back to farming. They have the Luna, by the way, so this is a super farming carry, so
I will say, ultra late game, I do favor OO's draft a little bit more. I'm a big fan of Phoenix late game. I just feel like this is the strongest support you can have late game, unless you have something like an Enigma, which is like these big, strong ultimates. You have pure damage from OD, which is always good. You have Luna, which just buffs up everyone, gives her damage. You have Mars, which is one of the best team fights. And Hezilia,
Hezilia.
you might be losing your life. Hishiko, are you going to be using the egg? She's just going to be fine. Just the Sunray off. And Hezilia, she's going to be walk out of this as well.
she's okay.
Sorry, Ice Stars, everyone's here, and the egg does come out in a very awkward position. It's a bit like far from the fight, but nice drop by Yue, getting only one kill on Miri. At the end, though, it's still a 3-for-1 trade. Good Icarus dive here for Hishiko, but it's not enough. You lost a lot in that fight. Hishiko
Especially
can't go
that Mars and Odie.
Yeah, I mean, Hishiko can't go closer to use the egg, so she's forced to use in this very awkward position where she kind of catches no one.
I believe she
tough.
catched 3. She caught 3. She stunned 3 on that, but there's no follow-up. She's alone.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's like if you go closer, the egg gets destroyed, but if you don't, it's like if you don't go close, you don't have the same impact. Oh wait, where she goes? Still alive. The
Sharpshooter?
fire breath barely misses.
okay. This just can't keep on happening for Team O, especially for the OD. Like if you kill this OD for at least consecutive times, it might be a hard game for
Magic?
UA over here. But Magic, oh no!
Yeah, there's no way she's making out this one alive. She is gonna lose her life. Phoenix is here. Those are a couple of fire spirits, but it does nothing. She's just throwing fire spirits on Magic's corpse. She's like, this is where we buried Magic after she died, the poor girl. So tough. However, I don't think it's too bad for O. Their cores are still farming pretty well. The OD as well as Meridi are still behind their respective counterparts. The supports are behind, but you're okay with that.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
support. They're meant-
surprised that the 3 cores of Team O is on the top of the net worth after the jug.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not too bad of a. It's not too big of an issue. My bigger issue is like they need to find a way to get the Phoenix Egg to be in a useful spot. Maybe once
Yeah.
Merity has a couple points, like she does have a couple points
Maybe
of bulwark.
inside the arena, right?
Yeah, it has to be like inside the arena. Has to be that Juggernaut can't attack either. Juggernaut has to be controlled. Smoke's gonna break here on Yue. Yue might be losing her life as well. I don't know if she's tanky enough. No way for her to survive. They do get Miri though, so it's a mid for mid trade. Ultimates were used as well by both sides.
Yeah, that's a kind of even trade-off. And if we're going to look at the net worth lead, it's not going up.
No,
It's
not.
still on 1K. So, yeah, I feel like we're still having an even game for the both teams. I'm just looking forward for the team fight later. And especially that Phoenix Egg that you were saying. But
For
okay.
the Phoenix Egg that's never coming. You know, like, that'll be nice if it shows up at some point. In terms of items, let's do a little bit of an item rundown here. Hoodwig's got is going to go for that.
Waiting for Yules,
Yeah,
actually.
we have Gia already have the Glimmer Cape. Miri has the Boost of Travel, which you talked about, so she's gonna be very active. She's gonna go for the BKB, so she just BKBs, she just destroys the egg straight away. Hezilia is going for BKB. There's like a lot of BKB is gonna be coming out very soon. Magic.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna go for a Manta style. And no, look, the Philosopher's Stone, the best item in the game to give your supports.
We were talking about this yesterday.
It's-
Teams from yesterday doesn't like Philosopher's Stones.
I mean, I always talk about it's like this. It's such a good item. I talked to my wife. I'm like, do you know Philosopher's Stone is so good? And she's like, honey, can we just have dinner? You know, do we have to talk about this every day?
Just stop it.
You know, it's enough. No more.
Enough with Dota. We're having dinner. Okay.
Well, UA, by the way, this Hand of Mice is doing a good job of keeping her ahead. It'll start to pay, it'll start catching up. You spent 2,000 gold on this Hand of Midas, so for a little while, it does feel like you're a little bit behind until the item starts paying for itself. Then it really starts accelerating your farm. 4-man smoke here. Magic is not smoked. She is in the front line, pushing the lane. It's a bit of a tense moment
The
here.
Hoodie doesn't have that Fuel Scepter just yet. I think that's a good item for her. But wait,
Nice,
I'm holding
Arena!
that thought. Woo!
It's a 3-man. They do get 2 people here. Gia's gonna lose her life. It is only the supports, but you'll take it. All 2
Yeah.
supports for 1 arena, always worth it.
The Phoenix Egg is not even needed on that one, and they can go just straight onto the tier 2 tower. But on the top lane, we haven't seen Mary, especially her, join the team fights and react on what Team O is doing. But they might be just doing a secret stuff here on the Roshan area.
By the way, the amount of tower damage on OO's side is amazing. They have the Luna with the Lunar Blessing, they have all that bonus damage coming out from the Ogre's Bloodlust, and even like the Meteor Hammer doesn't get them out there. So
I mean,
it's just-
to be fair, for Team Red Horse, they also have that kind
Yes.
of objective taking with the Dragon Knight and Lina plus the Juggernaut. So okay,
They're definitely no slouches either. It's just I think that like if you leave them for 2 seconds, they're gonna be able to get buildings.
Yeah.
And, Hishiko, are you gonna be okay? He needs to be careful. Might have to consider using the egg to stay alive, but no, she's just gonna fall. You know, she's a phoenix. She falls, she gets right back up again in just 30 seconds.
that's what we are talking about. The Phoenix Egg that's never gonna come out on this game.
She does have the shard, which we say is a great shard ability. She's getting a bit close to that level 12. At which point 8 hits is a lot harder to get on the egg than 6. So
But I don't know if you can, if 8 hits is still considerable, knowing that there's Snapper and Lina. Again, these 2 heroes can just deal with the Phoenix Egg. But okay, we will see later if that can be a game changer for Team OO.
she's definitely like suffering. She's gonna suffer no matter what, Hishiko. So well, it'll help, right? 2 hits
She's
next
just kind
round
of the
helps.
sacrifice hero for Team OO.
It's
Okay.
the best taunt in the game. You know how Axe jumps and tells people to hit him? Phoenix Egg is just better. It's just like, oh, look at that, it's glowing. Let me destroy it. So it's the best bait.
You're
in
the
the
center of attraction when you give out the Phoenix Egg. So
Well,
okay.
Magic finishes her BKB, so she basically does all the damage coming out from
she's
Red
kind
Horse.
of a battle ready.
The instructions are fortified.
She's kind of battle ready for now. This Luna can just go group up with Team OO. Okay.
Oh, they're gonna defend the mid lane here though. Yue, she is caught by the bushwhack, but this is gonna be enough to actually kill her. The stun misses, light strike array from Miri, and but the strike from Hazel is gonna land. And look at that, nice stun here from Merida. They do get the kill. Hazel, a bit too aggressive here. Are they gonna go for it? Is she gonna egg right there and then? Holy moly, she does egg. Everyone's like, I wanna kill it, I wanna kill it, I wanna kill it. Gia gets the egg, goes for the egg. Mary's the one who actually gets the kill at the end. She is gonna pay for this with her life though. And she's gonna, ooh, she's still alive. One more hit. Yue does get it in the end. Where the hell is Magic? She's actually pushing bottom lane this entire time. Snapfire forced to buy back because Magic is actually taking the bottom tower. She's pushing hard. She's gonna get a tier 3, but in the meantime, Istar gets a double kill here. Was it worth it for the damage to the bottom tier 3? And Magic, is she gonna get it? She does get it. She can TP out. She gets it out. She's like, is she gonna TP? She's just gonna TP. Nothing else that Gia can actually do about it.
Yeah, the late reaction star Mary just came just now. But I don't think that's some kind of it could trade for Team OO. Imagine if Magic was there in the team fight. Imagine what will happen to Team Red Horse. They kind of like lost the team fight when Hazelia got taken down, especially Gia. So
yeah,
I would have preferred if Magic was there.
The thing is, it's like we don't know, right? Like, what if Magic had gone? She lost the team fight. Whatever it was a team decision. You know, like they always like Magic, just push. Maybe they thought that she'd be able to get a Rax, because if she got a Rax, it would have been very worth it. Like, you'd always take that.
Super worth it.
But she only got the tier 3 at the end. They did force a Snapfire buyback, so overall it's not too bad. And this could be a dead Legaia. Nah, she's gonna be at 4 staff to safety. And Stardust, big damage coming. Nice drop of the Sentry Ward here by I-Star. She's gonna go straight for the Ogre. No, Ogre gets Astro imprisoned. Will she be able to make it out? Miri, the stun comes out too early by Miri. Lina making a little uncharacteristic mistake, and Ogre just walks out there safely.
Yeah. No casualties for Team O, and they can definitely defend their high ground backs. But for Team Red Horse, just like we've said earlier, their objective taking is not really a problem for them, even though they still have tier 1 tower to take down on the bottom lane. This will be super fast objective for them.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
They can just fix the lane for sure. Okay.
I mean, it's like, they're both teams are really good at taking buildings, really good at taking Roshan. So it's not something I think either team are like, oh my god, we have to take those. It's like, nope, both can take buildings very quick. And even Yue just going mid lane is like, oh, let me just take the mid tower myself.
Yeah. Again, Team OO is just focused on objective taking. They kind of like scatter, at least for now, just to take down the towers. And let's see, they might kind of be reacting to Magic.
Magic, can she TP in time? She might need to BKB. She might need to BKB here if this walks just fast enough for the bushwhack to not land. And Phoenix comes in, gets the egg because there's no one there, but she actually is not using the Sunray. There you go. Sunray comes out at the very end and spots the Dragon Knight. I'm like, come on, you got the shard, girl. Ishiko, I know you can do this. And also, nice! She lands the Fire Spirit on the Hoodwink. May have gone a bit too far here. Yeah, definitely does, but if they get Gia, they get the Hoodwink as well. Legaia is down, Gia's down, and it's a 3-0. I mean, egg is good when no one hits it, right?
Yeah, but I think that's just the Dragon. At least for now, Team O is having a good time, especially Yue. She has the BKB already, so she can't get controlled easily during the team fight. So this is their kind of like team fight advantage. But do they have the vision here? Oh, Mary.
I wonder if they're gonna consider getting the shard for the Ogre, getting that fire shield. She does have a Glimmer Cape on Stardust, which is good because you are gonna be able to save people if there's no detection, and as well just reduce all the magic damage coming out from the enemy side. But you're still gonna be taking some damage, especially if a sentry. So maybe she wants to go for that Aghanim shard after. We'll see. She already has.
They can just take the shard on the Roshan, I believe.
Oh, that's true, right? But wait for the second shard. On the other hand, there are other good shard contenders like the Luna, the OG.
She's super poor right now. She's aiming for the 4 staff, which is super essential for an Ogre Magi, so she can't be easily controlled during the team fight. She's a tanky hero, so She just needs to survive and just go on the sidelines and stuff.
She's
Okay,
definitely
she can
a
just buy
very
it
strong
later.
girl for sure.
Yeah.
And Gia drops sentry, gets get rid of that. Now both teams, Roshan's gonna be up in either 4 minutes to 7 minutes. Sorry, no, one minute to four
One
minutes.
minute.
My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 minute to 4 minutes, depending on how long it's gonna take to respawn.
Okay,
The
they
smoke
have the
comes
Phoenix
out.
Egg in the
Smoke
arena.
breaks here. I start walking in first. They might be able to get Mary before she does anything. Mary does fall. Here she goes, dives in, but she takes so much damage. Are they gonna focus the egg? It looks like they're just gonna let the egg pop. They're like, we don't really care. And again, the Phoenix summary comes out a bit late, but it's not gonna be enough anyway because Yui is gonna lose her life, and so is Stardust. And
Oh.
Phoenix is able to go out. But no, Hoodwink is like, I got the force staff, I got the bushwhack, I got you dead to rights, and looks like Phoenix is gonna fall. Miri, the triple kill. Meredy dying very quickly in that fight, unable to get her BKB off.
Her role here is super crucial. She can just die firstly before the team fight starts. She's the initiator, right? So that's what happened to Team OO. They don't have the Mars, so they can't do anything during the team fight. And especially Yue got controlled on the backline, so I just believe the vision is the big deal here for Team Red Horse. They have the better vision. They have also the Observer Ward. So when the smoke popped up, they already know what they have to do. But
Magic does a good job sending people back, and now they're going to go for Hazelia. Hazelia, that's she's taking a lot of damage herself, and looks like she's going to at least be able to fall. So no racks is actually being lost by despite losing 4 people just now. So Magic, with that very clever split push bottom, forces Miri to leave the team. 4 versus basically 3 when Magic goes back to the base. They catch Hazelia. So this is why these two teams are probably the best two right now. Like Red, they're so tough.
It's a different tier, right?
I mean,
It's just so fun to watch.
we saw yesterday Foxy Gaming versus Roar was a close game, but this is a whole other level.
Yeah, there are some kind of issues from the games yesterday that the two teams are super good as well, but they just had a hard time on closing out the game. They have that gold lead, but yeah, in terms of discipline and closing out the game, that might be the issue for the teams yesterday. But for team now, yeah, these two teams are super high tier.
I mean, you can tell like the moment they get a kill, they straight away go for the push mid on Red Horse, and you see they're like we're Magic, go distract and make sure they don't get they don't go full power. Magic, did she get the BKB time? No, she doesn't.
No.
Magic, what happened? I was just praising you. She's down
Oh
for
no,
7
Team
seconds.
OO.
No
They were in position
buyback.
for the Roshan. They were in position for the Roshan. She was shouting, "Where were you guys when I needed you?" And this is super important for Team OO. If Magic didn't die over there, they can just really contest on this Roshan. But this might be a free Roshan for Team Red Horse.
Yeah, right. At this point, Magic's trying team question mark.
Where are you guys? They're
Well,
super far from her, but then it happens. Though it happened.
Magic is Giga farmed, by the way. She does have the Dragon Mask, the Chrysalis, the Mask of Maz, the Manslaughter, the BKB, very farmed. UA, she's got the Blink Dagger, the BKB, the Hand of Mice. She's going to go for a Hex, a really good item for her because a lot of her damage does come from Intelligence. Meredy's still a bit far from that Refresher Orb right now. She's about halfway through, so it's going to take some time before she gets it.
They might be needing some team fights to win and some pick-offs before they can have that. But okay,
This
Team
might be-
Red Horse.
I think they'll be
might
okay
it.
with giving the mid racks. Magic's gonna come up in like 3 seconds. Just like, yeah. Oh, they do actually get a kill on Legaia as well. So that's kind of good for them. Mary, she walks in. I think we see this. The dust comes out. Can they catch anyone? They do catch Mary. Mary, is she gonna lose her life? And she does. Very
no.
mistake. Okay, the egg comes out, but I start immediately going for the egg. Can she get in time? She does. This is what we talked about. Juggernaut insane against the egg. But at the same time, you have lost your best support, your best helper, the Lina, and Omnislash comes out. Meredy, very tanky though. She's still gonna live. In the meantime, they lose Stardust in the back line here, and are they gonna be able to go for more? Buyback comes out for the Phoenix. Gia is down. Yue is here. The dust comes out. Can they get the spear on Ice Star? Looks like it was on cooldown, but they are gonna be able to get kill on the Dragon Knight. Very messy fight, but in the end, it's 2 buybacks used, and I think if you're you're very happy with that.
Yeah, especially Team Red Horse has the Aegis advantage on the one, but they were able to pop it off easily, and then they were forced to buy back on that one. So that was a big win for Team OO, I would say.
By the way, one of the things we have talked about is that even though the Phoenix egg was destroyed, it took the Juggernaut a long time to go through it.
Yeah, she's just eating all that right clicks and stuff.
So once the Phoenix is level 18 with another 2
Yeah.
hits, she might not be able to actually be killed. Like they might be like
Yeah.
Juggernaut by herself will not be able to bring down this egg.
That's a super game changer for Team OO.
Definitely. And in the meantime, though, it is going to be a 3k advantage for OO. A lot of it comes down to this Magic being an absolutely farming beast right now.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having the Luna. You don't have any pressure on, especially defending the high ground. You have the skills to deal with the incoming creep waves. And okay, I still believe that Team O can still have this game. Just they can just let Magic die the team fight, especially Melody.
Well, the smoke
They
comes
still want
out
to
here.
fight. They still want to fight.
Yeah, they want to see if they can find anyone. Their vision is okay. Well, they don't have any vision of the area in which Red Horse is. Their vision is mostly in the mid lane as well as the enemy side. So they don't really see anyone. The smoke does break though. They are going to be able to go for. Oh, that's going to be an I-Star dead. You can feel the vengeance coming out from OO right now. They're going to be able to kill for more. Yes, they do. Gia's dies as well.
Oh,
And
no
Magic,
buybacks.
she's like, you kick me, I kick you in the game, more like it.
That was a dieback from Gia. Okay, they can just push the towers on the mid lane and can just go straight to the high ground. Might be too long if they still have to wait for the next Roshan.
Yeah, they should just go. And you can see like
Yeah.
remember, this is a team with insane tower damage. There's no buyback on the Juggernaut down 4-6. They don't know this because she didn't use it, so they might assume that she has it. However, if I was playing on O side, they're like just go hit the tower, and that's exactly what they're doing. See if they
That
go
was
high
super
ground.
quick. But Mary is just cutting the creep waves here on the mid lane, so this might be their only time to.
It's okay
kind
as
of,
long
like,
as
push.
Meredith is able to absorb all. Oh, she doesn't actually use the bulwark to absorb all those damage, and she's taking a lot of pain here. Remember, I-Star's
BKB?
up in 10 seconds on this Juggernaut. Meredith, she uses the BKB to walk away, but Meredith, I think you're dead, girl, and she is, and they're gonna go for more as well. The Dragon Knight catches the Ogre Magi. Well, that's a violent kill. We're not gonna watch that. Looks like Ogre Magi is gonna die, but it's just too much violence. I don't want to see that.
Oh, I don't know what is happening. It just keeps on going around. Like for this game, the next thing we know is that Team Red Horse is in control of the game again.
It's alright. Both teams are giving us a show. You know, they're like, all right, we don't want to win this too
Yeah.
easily. So Hoodwink gets the gym back. By the way, this is Gia's gym, which she dropped. Goes to OO, then goes back to Gia. So it's a very interesting, like little artifact that's being passed down. And now they smoke. All right.
Okay.
Red Horse is smoking this. Let's see who we
They
can
have the
find.
Omni Slash. They have the Omni Slash, so they can control the team fight. Especially there's no Mars, but she would be up in 12 seconds. So let's see.
Let's see who they're gonna be able to go
Magic.
for. Going for Magic is a bit risky. Oh, the Omniside straight away. Nice heal coming out from the Phoenix. And is it gonna be enough UA? She sends her friend off to the Shadow Realm. Phoenix Egg comes out. They do lose I-Star again. It was a bit risky going for the Luna and the OT at the same time. UA gets another kill as well on Gia. Meredy pops Hazel. So now it's good. Now it goes the other way, like we were saying. And now it's going to be OO with a big advantage, bringing down 2 cores. There's a buyback on Hazel, but there's nothing on
There's no
on
detection.
I-Star.
Okay, she got dusted, Mary. I believe she can just TP out on this one. This game just keeps on going in circles. I don't know what is happening, but I just think that I-Star she can just go right in the face of the OD. This is the second time that she got killed using that hex, so I think she might be learning her lesson, at least for now.
They do
She
have
can
a
just do
Lotus-
that right in the face of UA.
They have Lotus Orb on the Hoodwink, but it's just not enough. And look at this. Magic is just going to shred towers. This is insane. They might consider going for more. They're like, yeah, we have enough damage. Let's just do it. Bring this Luna to the towers, and she's just going to shred them. And she does 10 seconds away for ISAR to come back. UA jumps in. She's like, let me get someone. 5 seconds. Do they have enough time to go for this Rax? Like Magic thinks they do, and she gets it. One more hit. She actually has to turn
One
back.
more.
It's like one more for a good measure. Let me get that. That's a 2 Rax advantage going for OO.
Team OO, yeah. At this point, they can just wait for the next ocean that will be up in a minute or so. So again, 14k gold lead. I just believe that Team O is in the driver's seat of this game. They can just choke again, like earlier.
And it's becoming very scary because the UA with the Astro has just been doing some incredible saves. Stardust, she's also got an A on this, which makes it very difficult. And all this is topped off with a Phoenix who's throwing down these big heals as well. But again, it's another smoke from Red Horse. This one feels a little desperate here. I don't think they even have vision of that area of the map to begin with.
Yeah, I just feel like Team Red Horse might
Oh, they're going for Meredy.
Lina.
That's a good
around
amount of
the area.
damage here, and Meredy is gonna fall here. I think she has to, but Stardust with the Aeon Disc procs, the egg is gonna come out, but and then there's like, we can't fight it. It was just gonna go all the way back up. Meredy buys back to help Hazel might be losing her life, and she does. So it's a 1-for-1 trade. Hazel does have biohack, she wants to use it. Mary, oh Mary, you're in no man's land, and Mary, she's dead.
Me.
Yeah, Mary's gone. UA's gonna double kill. Gia's gonna fall as well. iStar is the only one who makes it out
That was
alive.
super good for Team OO. I was about to say that the third Roshan might be super important, especially the Aghanim Scepter that's in there. They can just give it to UA for additional control, but I believe they won't be needing that for now. No buyback for the Hoodwink and Snapfire, but they can just force out the buyback for the Dragon Knight. So yeah, they can do anything with this Luna, just shredding the towers into pieces.
They don't have any ultimates on OO's side, and yeah, like it's just gonna go get the Mega. Hazelia's like, I'm not gonna buy back for this. Which, to be fair, I don't think would have made a difference. Fighting them without their support is gonna be a tough ask. Looks like OO, they are coming out very strong in game one here.
Super strong. Yeah.
Ishiko on the Phoenix, we thought she's gonna have a tough time, and she did for some parts of for the early parts of the game, but now she just eggs and no one can even do anything to her.
Yeah. I feel like Magic has really warmed up on this one with that Juggernaut pop game last earlier.
Yeah, she was playing a pub, and she's like, all right, let me just
She got
go.
warmed up.
Pub games are harder than pro games, you know. You play with animals in your pub games. With the pro games, you play with wonderful teammates. It's very different. So if you can win a pub game, you come in here. This is like no problem. This is easy. Magic though needs to be careful. The break comes up. Magic, she can be okay. Stun does land here. Phoenix is here, but she does not have the egg yet. Meredy just going forward with that spear with the shield of the BKB catches Hazelia, but Meredy, did you go too far, girl? You might have. She get bushwhacked. It looks like the bushwhack hits two people. Stardust. Nice Aeon Dust. And look at that. The Phoenix egg in a perfect position.
Finally.
iStar's
They're
dead.
waiting to catch Hazelia. Okay, GG will be cold. They do know.
They know. They're like, there's no way we're gonna be able to take this game, and makes like, what an opening by OO. Looking like we were saying, oh, they're slightly weaker team. Red Horse a little bit better, but they just proved us completely wrong. Even with the draft that was kind of countered with that Phoenix, with a lot of breaks against the Mars, it just didn't matter. It just crushed it in game one.
Yeah, especially the discipline that Magic has. We've seen that she doesn't care if her teammates are dying and stuff, but her focus is to get her items. Well, especially she's a Luna. She knows the capabilities of her hero. And I think one of the turning point of this game is where she was able to take down that tier 3 tower on the bottom lane.
Yes.
That might be the game changer for Team OO.
It was like, it's insane how that one move by Magic, making sure that Mary wasn't there to take the mid racks. At that point, you can see Red Horse was like, "Oh, we have to defend." And they were forced to do so. So really beautiful move by that. UA also did a great job. You can see like her score speaks for itself. 13-5. She made so much space. Just really good job by OO. I didn't think the egg would do as well as it did, but surprisingly, they were able to go for get multiple good eggs.
I think the patience is the key here for Team OO. We get what might happen on the Phoenix on the early games since she's too vulnerable, and we've talked about that. There's the Snapfire, the Lina, and the Juggernaut, but then the patience is the key for them. So the time she got her levels and the items and the right talent for this Phoenix, everything just goes in the way of Team OO. And that's a good start for this upper bracket match.
I mean, I want to also just make sure we mention Meredy on the Mars. Like, she was getting all like those three-man arenas, which really set up everything. Because we were saying like before in the pregame show, we were like saying she's insane on her offlane heroes. She just jumps in, vision, no vision, I don't care. I'm just going to throw my spells, and it works very well for her. However, that's just game one.
That's just game
one
one.
goes to 0-0. Red Horse has a chance to come back, but they're gonna have to come back after we go for a break. We're gonna go for about 10-minute break. We're gonna come back with game two of Red Horse versus 0-0. Stay right here, or go get a drink. But be back in 10 minutes. We're back.
Sorry, we are back. I was muted, but hello everyone again. What a game that was, Otomo. Oh, really took it away. It was kind of like, I kind of had a feeling like it would go that way, though. I underestimated the OD pick a lot.
Yes.
The team fight potential was really strong on 0-0. Like, I think we also underestimated the Phoenix pick, where like we thought that it was going to get gunned down really fast by Snap, Lena. I mean, they had everything to deal with it, but Hishiko played really good positioning. She was able to just, put herself on the edge of those fights like I said she would, and she really did get those really nice eggs.
Like you said she would, so
Yeah, like I said she would.
Doggy, we love the doggy. Doggy is awesome. It was. I think a lot of things that did was like they overperformed. Honestly, like he should go getting eggs off against a Phoenix, against a Juggernaut, a Lena Anistat. That's insane. How do you do that? So she was very careful with her eggs. Meredy just charged in like gung ho, guns blazing, crazy plays, and Magic's ability to split push was also a big factor in their victory. So everything that they did was they overperformed. I don't see them like they were surprised, but they played their draft to perfection, and that was a really hard thing to do against Red Horse. At the same time, I did feel like Red Horse, they did it really, really well in the laning stage. They pulled for ahead in terms of kills and stuff, but afterwards, I don't know, they just seemed to run out of steam in some way. They just didn't feel like they pushed their advantage. Magic kept split pushing very well, and they just get pressured. Do you have two dogs? I just realized you have one in the background.
Yeah, I do.
I
went to go get food and they just followed me.
So which one of your dogs is your favorite? Is there
This
like
one.
Oh, what's his name?
Her name is Ginger.
What's Ginger?
Yeah, because when she was born, she looked like a little piece of ginger.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I mean, that one team fight, like, in the mid lane where Magic wasn't there and she was split pushing bottom, like, that was huge. Because, I mean, they lost a couple of people on their team, but, like, it really didn't feel like they lost that team fight at all, though. Like,
yeah.
That was really smart, big brain play by her. I mean, of course, when you have a Luna, when you win that team fight, when their enemy team is wiped, like, your push potential is so strong.
It's insane. Like it's not just Luna. It's also Ogre buffing multiple people up. So and they have an OD with Michiram, which later on doesn't give you much, but we could see like she was also a bit of a nuisance. I mean, it was just very strong performance by them. I think if you are Red Horse, you might need a little bit more team fights because they have Snapfire, which is nice, but they actually have nothing to hold them down, right? It's like maybe Dragonite with a stun is nice, but you need a bit more than that. You need a bit more like an AoE control, and they just didn't have that. Whenever the Snapfire Mortimer skills come out, they can just like, peace out. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah, it's like they had no like big kind of AoE stun, like no one to like really start the
like
fights
a puck,
either. Yeah, exactly, like the puck or like Tide, Centaur, whatever AoE stun. Even like a Doom, I guess, if you take the Centaur creep, but like they just didn't have that like initiating presence that could stun more than just one. They had the Dragonite, the stun, but it was like it's all mostly like single target, and plus the Bushwhack, like. It's really hard to start just off the Bushwhack, unless you have really good vision on the fight. So, that's kind of where they lacked a lot, and it really showed. The team fight, I mean, every single team fight, it's like, if both teams had both their ults ready, I mean, always, like, took it away. But that's why it was so back and forth, was because, once they were done with all their ults, then it would be, like, Red Horse's turn, and then it was just, like, back and forth in the mid lane constantly, so...
Yeah, it's like we even mentioned that OD does such massive magic damage with her ultimate, right? Like drops the hammer and two people die. You're like, all right, OD does that. That's a thing. So and yes, it was very back and forth. Me and Aki were like, okay, whose turn is it to throw now? Is it their turn? Okay, it's the other team's turn. All right, now they're throwing. They're not throwing. It's just that the way the tempo of the game works, right? It's like you said, if O has ultimates, they're strong. They don't. Red Horse just beats them every time. That's what ended up happening. That's game one though. So if we get that's in the past, you know. What
Mhm.
about game two? What do you think we're gonna be seeing here? Is there anything spicy you're looking forward to? You said Doom would be an interesting pick.
Yeah, Doom would be an interesting pick because the ulti got changed, right?
No, the Aghanim Scepter got
Ah, the
changed.
Aghanims. Yeah, the
Yes.
Aghanims got changed. Yeah.
Before it used to be that if you're next to them, the Aghanim Scepter doesn't tick down. It also applies a break. Now the break goes to the talent, and it's an AOE instead. You can put the AOE on yourself or an enemy. On yourself is a lot more fun. You know, you just walk into like a black hole, into a Crystal Maiden altar, and just interrupt them all, which is just it's nice.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, the laning on Red Horse was really strong. It looked like they dominated the lanes for the most part. I think bottom lane was a bit of a struggle, like in the safe lane.
Yeah.
Hishiko and Meredy played really, really well. But I think once they're able to kind of have that like team fight round off the draft instead of just having those like pick off heroes, I think then they'll really be able to kind of win basically because that's
Yeah.
that's kind of all they were missing. Their laning was good. Generally, their team fight was good. Their farming was good as well. So I think that really it was kind of more of a draft thing, in my opinion.
I guess so, right? Like, I mean, we also looked at the other team's draft as difficult to execute, but if you take the Phoenix out, the others all worked very well. They didn't really, you know, we got OD versus Juggernaut, which is really nice. You got Mars versus Lena, which is also really good for the Mars. You just absorb all that physical damage. So, yeah, you move the Phoenix away, and then they got a lot of strong counters on their side, which we didn't really like sort of just go into. I do agree. The Red Horse. I do feel like they need team fight. I mean, I'm gonna harp on to my favorite point, Undying. You know, I mean, it was in the pool. Why don't you take it? It's so good. You should always take Undying.
Yeah. I don't know. And also, like, I remember you bringing up a while ago how, like, the OD Astral is a really good thing to save from the juggle. And, like,
Yeah.
we did see that a couple times. So
Yes, we did.
they were pretty smart about their picks. Yeah.
I mean, they're not just like us, where it's like, all right, I'm drunk. Where's the random button? You know, these ladies, they're here to actually play. So,
Right,
and
of course.
it does show, right? They're doing a really good job. I do hope to see a little bit more team fight from Red Horse. I don't think that they were outmatched, but like we focused so much on the Phoenix, but if you take that out, their draft felt like a little like there were a lot of counters. So a bit more team fight, I think they could take game two.
Any different heroes that you think we'd end up seeing in this next match?
I think Hoodwink needs to go and replace it with something else. Like even something like a Jakiro would have been better. Although the Jakiro's not really the meta, but something like that, something with a bit more team fight would have been nice. What was their offline? Dragon was okay. You know, the Juggernaut was a little bit weak. I think they took Juggernaut to deny it from Magic more than they wanted themselves. Magic was a former member of Red Horse. She plays the hero a lot. She's great with it. Maybe just balance it up, taking it for yourself.
Yeah, and I think Hazelia does play a really good Slardar. I do remember watching her from previous FSLs. She owns on that hero, but the thing is, I feel like it's not very meta either. So it's kind of like hard to say like whether they would or not. It's one of those like kind of the scenarios. It's like comfort or meta. So I guess we'll just have to see. But the draft is going right now, so let's head on over and look what they're picking.
Oh, well, I mean, when you say it that way, I was like, oh, yeah, what are they pick? Oh my god, this is going to be the first pick, Medusa, and that is going to be GS Crystal Maiden. It's one of our three most played heroes. Grimstroke, Shadow Shaman, and Crystal Maiden. So she went for the Crystal Maiden this time. I wonder if they're going to go with the Juggernaut as well to pair it up. They do get rid of the Mars. Snapfire might be a good pick for OO. If you are going up against Crystal Maiden plus a dangerous hero, Snapfire helps a lot with that. Or you could go for something like Timbersaw and try to out-tank it.
Yeah, that is true. But I don't know. For me, Timbersaw like isn't. I know it was getting banned yesterday, but I don't think it's really like that hot of a pick. Like it's again, most people, it's like OD. Like most people know how to deal with a Timbersaw, but at the same time, I mean, that's what I said last game. But they got like destroyed by the OD, so I guess Timbersaw still could be a good hero.
Well, who are they going to go with? They go with the Pangolier. You can just that's a good hero for sure. Just because you can swashbuckle away, even if you get you get frostbitten, but it's only 1.5 seconds. Then you can just Pangoroll after. Sorry, not Pangoroll, but swashbuckle after that. I want to go back to the Timbersaw. One of the things that I do think the hero actually suffered from a lot is that now it takes you 40 stacks to get maximum. And 40 stacks takes a long time to build. Like, that is not easy to get. 40 stacks. So I do think that that's actually like we'll have to ask Amar if it's a nerf or a buff. Like that guy would know. But for me, like looking at that, like oh man, 40 stacks is difficult. But yeah, Dark Willow comes up as well. So it's pretty good against the Crystal Maiden. She's slow, she's weak. You can stop her ultimate, and very good team fight already from OO with the Pango roll and the Dark Willow.
Yeah, I do like that Dark Willow pick a lot, and the Brambles got buffed, right? Now it's now I think it's like 0.1 or 0.2 second cast time, but before it was like 0.5 or something.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, the Bramble.
Thank you.
The spawn delay went from half a second to 0.3.
Ah, 0.3. Okay.
And the mana cost for Cursed Crown decreased by 0, 10, 20, 30 per level.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
and lastly is the that's level 25 town. But you can have Bedlam Pierce's spell immunity, which is a pretty big
Oh,
deal.
that's pretty cool.
Oh,
But yeah, I really like the Dark Willow pick. I think especially against a support like Crystal Maiden, like it's one of those heroes that Dark Willow can actually solo, even as a support. You can solo a good majority of other support heroes just because your spells do so much damage. But this Nyx Assassin is like a nice pickup as well. I think I'm not so sure how like it will fare against Pango. I mean, once you're rolling, there's no stopping it.
That's true. I don't know if like yeah, I'm not sure I love this Nyx Assassin pick as a counter to Pango. Yeah, you could like I accidentally, hit a spike carapace because like all your spells are AoE basically, but it's not a whole ton of damage, the CM and the Nyx, like where they can burst down the Pango. I don't love it. And of course they do ban out the Bloodseeker. And Red Horse they ban away Magic's Juggernaut, which I'm glad with. Like I didn't think Ice Star looked amazing with it. She was like okay, she didn't look very comfortable with the hero. You could just tell.
Yeah, remember what we said yesterday? How like we're not big fans of the support show off, like the, pick your supports first and call it a day.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of shows what you have like for the rest of your laning phase. Like it's just very underwhelming.
Yeah, but Nyx Assassin, yeah, is underwhelming. But Crystal Maiden, you can still have a strong follow up. Ursa, Slark, like it could still be a dangerous top lane. But I don't know. Your Pango, Dark Willow, these two heroes seem like they're going to be pretty much impossible to bring down.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to continue with the bans though. What we have here, the Void Spirit. That is going to be UA's hero. UA really did well in that first game. Like that was insane with the OD. She still has the Storm Spirit. She still has the Queen of Pain as well as the Shadow Fiend. Her signature heroes are still there though.
Do you think UA just like outplays Miri in terms of skill?
That's a tough one to say because, I mean, like you see this all the time where one hero just one player sort of beats the other player. Like yesterday, Nin lost all 3 lanes in a row. Like it was just one. That was obvious that Foxy Gaming's mid was just not as good as KJ from Roar. This time, it's like this was just one match. It's OD versus Lena, which let's be frank, who's played against OD in the last year? So. And you could say like, yeah, she was completely comfortable with the match. Like she wasn't used to the matchup. So I think Miri's still very impressive. I don't think that we're gonna take one loss against her. Like, we're not gonna say Sumail's weaker than Armel yet. We need another 1v1 mid.
Right. The circumstances weren't even.
There were some shady circumstances. Let's just leave it at that. Someone may have not known the rules exactly.
Our new band's coming out, TB, Puck, and Void. Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I'll be sleeping well tonight. There you I'm dying after 4 games. 3 of them, the hero's banned. 4th one, completely ignored. I'm dying, finally being picked. Solid to have again in the lane against the Assassin. Sure, the Spike Carapace, you can block the decay or whatever, but neither the Crystal Maiden nor the Nyx can deal with the Tombstone, so it's a really good pick to have in that situation.
Where do you think this Undying is going to be placed? Because I know right now, Undying offlane is kind of a hot pick.
I don't. I mean, you already have the Pango, right? I mean, they might flex the Pango mid, but the Undying offlane, that is an option. Undying has been nerfed as a core though, just because the Aghanim Scepter went from 10 to 8, so it's a little bit weaker. But I know what you mean. Like I've seen it as well. You go for like the Shard Echo Saber, you just spawn tons of zombies. I don't love it. I don't feel like it's that amazing, to be honest.
This Tiny pickup though, Tiny isn't as good as it used to be, so I don't really know how to feel exactly about it.
10
Yeah, the
Honestly, I'm not
hero.
that big of a fan of the tiny pickup actually.
I prefer core tiny over support tiny. I mean, I know that
seconds
people are like, oh, you can blink and reposition, and he's a tanky four, but as you know, tiny's just been taking hit after hit after hit. It just feels like the hero since TI 10 has been getting nothing but nerfs. Back when he could transform into a wolf with the Lycan combo. It's like, oh, okay, but since then it's just been nerf after nerf. And I don't feel like the hero's anywhere near as good as he used to be.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially, this is such a slow hero, and then imagine with the tomb up, how tiny get around all the zombies.
Dire team
And who is gonna take care of this tomb? Oh, there you go. There's the Razor, who is I like the Razor pick. Not bad against the Dark One and the Undyne because neither of these heroes can really sort of run away. That you can keep like latched on. Pango can roll away, but I mean it's not too big of a deal. Overall, the Red Horse is
10 seconds remaining.
it feels like a very hard draft to execute, doesn't it? It's like you got a decent team fight with the Crystal Maiden Ultimate, but Nyx Assassin is hit or miss. Tiny feels the same. It's probably gonna be this tiny mid. Razor could be carrier off lane depending on like the main lane setup, but feels very similar to the game one draft where you have one support that brings team fight, Snapfire, Crystal Maiden, and the rest just kind of focus on pick off, and that didn't work.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like Red Horse's draft is just a bit greedy. Like you have, especially Nyx Assassin support, it's kind of a greedy support as well. Like you need some items on it to help like make it work. The tiny pick with the razor, like who's gonna be farming?
I Star will be farming.
Well, yes, but like
Then-
there's these heroes need items. Like what are you gonna do with a razor without your BKB refreshers?
Oh, this is interesting. They go for the magic. Luna's Magic's Luna again. I kind of like this pick because one of the things that Razor does is that she can just stick on one target and like just take away their damage. But Luna one, you have a good mix of physical and magic damage. You usually build Manta style so that you get a lot of like extra damage from illusions, which aren't affected by the Razor split, and you're very fast, so you have ways of sort of keeping the distance from the Razor. So this is a very nice pick by the Luna. Sorry.
I feel like OO do need one of those kind of like tankier mids to kind of make their team more durable.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, Undying does get strong and tanky when he steals a bunch of strength and uses his ulti, but overall, they do look kind of squishy.
I guess so, right? I mean, Pango's kind of durable. Luna, once she gets items, she usually builds like a lot of stat items, so she gets pretty tanky. And like you said, Undying, you just put on your fresh column. You want people to use their spells on you, so I don't mind O's draft. I don't think like you absolutely need to have another frontline tanky hero. I disagree with you, Sophie.
Oh no, that's not allowed.
All right, you're the host. I agree with you mildly.
We agree to disagree.
I give you my tepid agreement.
I see.
All right,
The Ember
but-
ban and
Yeah,
the Storm ban too. What
Both
is Yue
heroes-
gonna play?
I mean, there's still the OD, right? There's still the Lena. I believe she's still. Yeah, there's still the OD. There's still the Lena. Lena's gone. I mean, Dragon Knight's also in the pool. Let's see what Miri's gonna go for here. Unless it's gonna be the mid tiny. I mean, Red Horse, they also got a bit of mid spans. I mean, I thought this was gonna be tiny mid anyway, but maybe there's something else on their mind completely here.
It'll open up soon.
They
Any
could-
last predictions?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they go for something like a Medusa, some sort of very strong hard carry. PA might also be good. I know iStar plays a lot of tiny carry, so it might be the Razor offlane, and they do need just a mid for them. All the mids are gone. What's the? Well, there's still the Death Prophet. There's still the Necrophos. I think Necrophos is not too bad in this game, honestly. Like it is a pretty solid hero to have in this sort of game for Red Horse.
Well, they only have 6 seconds left.
What are we gonna go with? They go with the
Ursa.
Ursa. So it is gonna be the mid tiny and the offlane Razor and the carry Ursa. All right, going very completely different. Like was kind of baited. They wasted a few of their bans, thinking it's gonna be the carry tiny. So it's gonna be the Ursa coming out. A good hero to have, very tanky. Definitely good to just jump on this Luna. Luna cannot man fight the Ursa 1v1. Like she just can't do it. They definitely need some sort of mid to control the game here. OD feels pretty solid, honest to God.
Honestly.
Something they could get something that gets the Heaven's Halberd or Disarm, something like an Invoker. Disarm, it's not affected by status resistance. You always get the full duration. Same thing with the Yule Scepter, so it's pretty good to have. I'm actually have to play.
Honestly, yeah, the OD isn't really bad either. You can take out the Ursa from the fights, the Razor too. Like once you're static linked, you just walk
But
away.
but Astral Prism is affected by status resistance, so that's why so your Astral Ursa, he's an angry bear. He comes back like half the time, so it's not that great.
I like the Invoker though. That's a good one.
Well, I'm wondering if this arm is actually affected by status. I know Yule's is not.
No, I don't. I think Disarm is affected by that. I think it is. But you could research right now. I mean, that's what you do.
Wildcasting. No, I won't need to. I'll ask our good friends Twitch chat. Oh, they go for the
Oh,
Viper.
Viper.
All right, that's pretty. I mean, it's pretty good against the mid tidy, right? Like it is pretty good to have against the mid. No, it's an off lane Viper instead. So they're putting the Viper versus the Ursa, as was the Crystal Maiden. So that is interesting. Viper and Darkwill. Oh my God, Gia's gonna suffer. And so is Ursa, as well. Meantime, it's gonna be the mid Pango. I like the draft. I'm gonna go look at it a little bit more here. I definitely like the draft from OO. Red Horse does feel like they have a bit of a hard to execute draft.
I know I like the draft because they have the Undying pick, and you've been yammering about that since yesterday.
Well, yeah. Well, now we'll see why. Now you're gonna see why. I'm sure you're gonna be watching this entire game, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do like OO's draft better as well because, like, I just, once again, like, they do have that team fight. While on the other side of Red Horse, it's really another one of those games where it's, like, a lot of pick-off potential. You do have that one support with, like, the good team fight, Crystal Maiden. But besides that, it's kind of hard to say. Plus, I mean, near, like, endgame, Magic will literally just tear through Gia. Probably with just one Lucent Beam. Because the shard's still the same, right? Where it still has the Lucent Beams with the Glaives.
No, that's the new shard's the one that if you hit them with a lucent beam, you get extra damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that the new shard?
I mean, I'm gonna check. I think the Aghanim Scepter is the one that wasn't.
I think
changed.
the glaives still throw out. But anyways, Automa will figure that out, and you guys will go straight to Aki. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sophie. And here we are. Game number 2 might be the last game if Timo will be able to close this out perfectly. And you guys, Sophie and Atoma is super hyping up the draft of Timo. I too believe that they have a stronger draft on this match, but I will just trust on the timing of Team Red Horse's hero. I just believe that all of the skills from Timo can be just answered with some BKBs and some items in the latter part in the game.
But yeah, I want to. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. There is quite a bit from OO. Like we do have the Viper Strike that pierces BKB, which is pretty good. But yeah, Luna, by the way, just so you go, the Shard increases her damage when she hits someone with a Lucid Beam, and the Aghanim Scepter is the same as before. That big eclipse that she can use.
Yeah, I just like the control that Team Red Horse has, especially with this tiny Crystal Maiden and Nyx Assassin. So they just need to be careful on their positioning and stuff. But Team OO, speaking of their controls, they have a good control on the Pangolier and the Dark Willow. But I just believe Team Red Horse just have to survive on that one, and they're good to go. But okay, whoa! Three-man impale!
And followed up by the Dark Widow is keeping everyone alive thanks to that Bramble Maze Meredy. She gonna be okay? Looks like she might. And Gia gets first blood, kills Meredy.
Oh,
instead,
that's the offlane.
Yep, and Nyx Assassin, is she gonna be okay? The Gaia, she's taking a little bit of hits, and we see this. This is what happens when Rising Star pushes just a little bit too far with this Undying. She's very tanky, but not tanky enough. Holy crap, she is very tanky. She's still alive on Undying. This is why I hyped up this hero so much. 20 bonus strength, but she needs about a little bit extra to stay alive. In the end, it's a big win for Ador's 2 kills, one of them being first blood.
Yeah, not might be the big issue for Team OO here, since they have a super strong laner. Again, we're talking about the Viper here laying up against the Ursa. We know the capability of this hero to harass the Ursa on the early game, and we might be seeing Ursa go in the jungle early, just because of especially this Dark Willow.
Yeah, it's a tough one, right? It's like you go in close. There's
Yeah.
a bramble. There's a lot of slows coming out from the viper. It's a tough game. It's a tough lane for Ice Star.
Tough
Even with
lane.
this
Yeah.
with the start that she had, mid lane is going to be the Pango versus the Tiny. Look at the difference. By the way, Pango starts with like no health. Pango needs to be a little bit careful. If you take a full combo, you might lose your life. I don't think that Yue will be able to actually kill Mary though. Like that just seems like
Hmm.
something very difficult to do.
Yeah, but I feel like on the top lane they just need to deal with the Undying at least for the early parts of the game, because if you keep on killing the Undying, you won't feel the impact of this hero. So I think they can just try. The Razor has the next assassin, and this hero don't have the that big mobility, so she can just escape the static link.
Yeah, I think the Undying is also gonna get like a little bit of help from magic. 2 points of Lunar
Hmm.
Blessing makes it really like makes the hero hit so hard. She already had gets
Yeah.
double decay. She also hits hard with the Lunar Blessing. It's a lot of damage she'll be able to do with Undying.
Okay.
Meantime, bomb lane Viper. Yeah, you can see Ice Star moves forward, takes a lot of poison attacks, and she's just
Yeah.
like,
The DPS.
I
It's super
hate
bad
my
for the
life.
Ursa.
One, what they could do, honestly, is bring the Nyx Assassin bottom, but I don't think the Razor will be able to handle the Luna
I
Undying.
don't think so too.
It's like,
I think this what's happening now is okay for Team Red Horse. Like Nyx Assassin can just rotate on the bottom lane, but he
oh,
needs to go back on the top lane. But wait, Melody.
no. Yep, this is.
Woo!
Hishiko left her friend alone for too long,
Spicy.
and that's what happens. We actually we see this quite happen quite a bit. Whenever there's one team has a very strong lane, the moment the duo like split up, the team is like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, we can just take advantage right now. They're not together because they're only strong if they are together. Meridi and Hishiko are holding hands. You know, the moment they
Yeah.
don't,
Oh.
you can see like Star suffers because Gia just left her for like half a second.
Mm-hmm. They can just
Oh,
go
you
in, but on the mid lane, it's super hot on this lane. Like it's an even trade for the both mid laners. You know their heroes can do when they have a good rune here. But Yue, oh, just manning up Mary on the mid lane.
one more
Swashbuckle.
hit.
Oh, she has a bottle. She has a
Yep.
bottle.
Yeah, managed to left. I mean, I would have been shocked if Yue was able to get the kill because, but she does pull it very close. Tombstone's actually dropping the top lane. The guy might be losing her life. Another
One
DK
more?
could get. Look at the zombies, and they're like Hayes is gonna lose her life as well. And this is the power of Undying. Level 2 drops a Tombstone.
Oh, the high fives.
She had like 8 decay stacks as well, and she's
Yeah.
working with with Magic, who's getting for like we said 2 points of Lunar Blessing, so 14 damage extra per hit on both the Undying and the Luna.
Yeah, the top lane is looking good for Team O as well as for the mid lane. So their bottom lane might be having a hard time, at least for now. Especially now that Hishiko is not around. So yeah, but it's okay. She is not here too.
And overall, it's not bad for OO. This top lane going real
It's not
further. And
bad,
again,
yeah.
like Viper, yeah, she's only 8-1, but Ice Star is also 65, so she's suffering. People in chat are saying Ice Star Ursa is the best Ursa, so
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll be keeping a close eye on her, seeing if she really is the best Ursa in the world.
Yeah, that's just like what I've said earlier. This can be answered with BKB. The time when the Ursa has the BKB, she can just jump around the supports from Team OO. Just she doesn't need to mind that Viper. The magic? Where's the Undying?
Undying actually went to secure the
Yeah.
river ruin. She's like, right, this is where Ryzen starts. She's like, let me help you out. Yue, she's gonna go for one watch ruin. Undying, no, Undying, what are you doing? You're supposed to go the other side. She is gonna be able to secure that. So, yeah, Loot Magic suffers a little bit, but you're okay with this because Yue was able to get both water ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Okay.
next Assassin's stun. It's just not enough. Like they need a lot more damage to bring down the Luna. We'll see though. They might go for it here.
Okay, but on the bottom lane, at least Ice Starks is having a better time on the bottom. She's not being harassed that much, so
The
Okay.
kill they got on Meridi really changed the whole game. Like Vipers died 3 times. This is supposed to be a lane that OO wins. Like it's the fact that they're not doing well. It's kind of a misplay on OO's side, honestly. Like if Meridi should be level 4,
Yeah,
almost level 5
surprisingly.
now. Yeah, it's a bit a couple of misplays. Hishiko leaving Meridi by herself cost her her life, and now it's snowballing out of control.
Yeah, but Viper doesn't have any problems if this hero loses the lane. She can just go on the neutral creeps. She has had Nether Toxin available, so like farming the creeps on the neutral camps are not a problem for her. So that might be the bounce back for the Viper, at
Oh, for sure.
least.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
She has options, right? It's
she
like
has
not like
options.
limited. But in the
Hmm.
meantime, top lane, we're seeing this new build from Undying where you go 2 points in decay just so you get that extra damage.
Hmm.
It's very good for the hero.
Yeah, it got buffed too. The AOE of decay was
Uh,
increased, I believe.
it's more like the
The
damage was
damage,
increased.
yeah.
Yeah, the cast
Oh,
point's also a lot
UA?
better. Yeah, meanwhile, UA does fall, unfortunately. But we did say, like, if I was like thinking, if someone's gonna die in the mid lane, it's gonna be UA. It's not Miri. But UA is okay.
Mhm.
She's got a good amount of CS. Top three CS are all on the dire side, so they're pretty
Yeah.
happy, even though they're behind on kills.
Yeah, they got the kill when the guy rotated on the mid lane, but Mary with a toss, okay. She's good. She's fine here.
UA is gonna be here in time. She's gonna go for it. She wants to get the. Oh,
Oh, the
nice
impale misses.
dodge! What a dodge! My God, that is insane. UA with the fancy footwork.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And she's fine knowing that there's the Dark Willow around her. They can attempt to go for the tiny. This hero doesn't have that high mobility until he gets that blink dagger, right? So they can still try to attempt on that tiny. But Ligaya on the top lane again.
Yeah, taking a little bit of damage here. The tower, but she's gonna be fine. The tower's also taking a little bit of damage, but overall, no one's gonna die here. There is a tombstone force out. This is one of the problems that we saw in 7.32b. Sorry, one of the nerfs that we saw for Undying is that the cooldown for tombstone was increased by I think like
Mhm.
5 seconds at all levels. It's not the biggest deal, but it's a long time. Gia, I expected her to be dying a lot more in this game, but she's
Yeah,
2-1
she's
and
super
2.
squishy.
She's very squishy, but she's still 2-1 and 2. It's like she had a fantastic laning stage, considering how difficult it was supposed to be for her.
Yeah. But for the Dying Tombstone, what hero do you think will be the answer? The Team Red Horse's answer, like who'll be the one to hit on the Tombstone later on?
It has to be Ursa, right?
Has
Because
to
no
be
one else.
Ursa.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
someone in chat was saying the Crystal Maiden level 20 talent, but that's like
That's
like
on the later stages of the game.
that's not gonna happen in the 15-minute mark with the Crystal Maiden. She's like, don't worry guys, I got Hand of Midas. I'll reach level 20 very soon.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I don't think either all of them hit it. They can bring it down. Ooh, nice roll here. Are they gonna be able to get Miri? There's a lot of damage, but can they actually get her? They decide to go for Lagaya instead, and that might be the best thing you can get. So it's still a very nice move by OO here. Lagaya is down, and they get a nice regen ruin. Nothing for Mary. So Mary's sad with this like lonely tree, just no bottle as well.
And
Very
that was a
unfortunate.
good reaction from Hishiko. It's been going for a while. Since earlier, she does react so fast whenever Yue gets initiated on by Team Red Horse. So I know that she'll be fine on the mid lane.
Yeah, Magic already. She's just like, let me leave the lane. Let me just go farm neutrals, and that's fine for her. She's not gonna be laning anymore. Basically, we've seen how Magic plays the Luna. She just focuses a lot on her own farm. Then later on, just split push. She doesn't even join fights, and as long as she can.
Hmm.
And
This might be the time for Team OO to stack for the Luna, okay?
Mary, she's here. She gets the stun off. This might be a dead Meridi, and Meridi, she is gone. It's fine though. I mean, that's kind of
Yue?
expected. Yue, she's here. She's man fighting as well, or Pango fighting, whatever you want to call it. Ishiko, she is able to get the bounty ruin and walk away, but Mary knows where she is. Mary, she's gonna get her one more hit. Ooh, nice
the
dodge.
dodge of Shadow Realm.
Dire's
Can she
middle
escape?
tower
Can she
is
TP
under
back into safety here? Hishiko running
Does
off
not
her
even have
life.
a. She
Oh,
doesn't have
she's
a TP
safe.
scroll.
She's okay.
Yeah, I like how Miri thought, oh, she has a TP scroll, I'm gonna leave her, but Ishiko's like, no, I don't have a TP scroll. I'm just really lucky. In the meantime, though, we do lose Rising Star at the top lane, so
That's
not
what
not
we
too
were
bad.
talking about. Like, she doesn't have any way to get out of that static link, and
Yes.
especially when she got hit by the impale. So
Dire's
I think that's what
top tower
happened
is
on
under
the
attack.
top lane.
It's
Okay.
it's the weakness of Undying is that while you're very strong, you don't do well when you're being chased or you're chasing people. If that makes sense, you need people to sort of stay in the area while the zombies keep coming out. Mid lane UA taking a little bit of damage here. Where is the ruin gonna spawn? Stop UA.
Oh, that's
the
a
luck.
DD. That's
And
a DD. So we might see irritation here from UA, especially on the bottom lane. They might need to slow down that Ursa a bit.
I mean they're okay. Like Ursa got kind of. She's the top of the net worth for her team though. Bottom lane should not have gone as well as it did for Red Horse. Quite honestly, like I'm surprised that they were able to get like 2 kills on Gia, 2 assists. The Ursa is farming better than the Luna, which is absolutely insane. So Red Horse can look at the bottom lane and be like, yeah, that was a big victory for us.
Yeah, I just saw it that Ursa has a lot of has a high net worth than the Luna, but this can be answered with stacks. Like I've said earlier, this is the time that they can go for stacks for the Luna,
They are going to
and
be making a couple
it's
of
not
stacks right now.
necessary that Luna will join the team fight here.
Oh,
Okay.
UA going for Hazelia. Hazelia is going to take a lot of damage here. And Hazelia, yeah, you're going to fall. Yeah, she gets a stack link on Merity, but doesn't make a difference. In the meantime, the supports were stacking the Ancients for 0-0. But Hishiko, are you going to be able to make it out? The Shadow Realm, she goes. Zombies are dropped. Beautiful. This looks like a dead Mary here. This is why these two supports can do so much just by themselves. Insane damage from the Dark Below and great slow and control coming out from the Undying.
That's the advantage of the Dark Willow compared to the Crystal Maiden. She has some kind of like escape mechanic with the Shadow Realm and stuff, but when you chase a Crystal Maiden, you might expect her to be dead any moment. But speaking of dead, that was a dead Dark Willow, the guy with that pickoff.
It's okay. I mean,
down to the bottom lane. Okay.
they were still able to get the kill on Mary. And oh, look at that. The Undying's here. She's like, let me just slow you. This is so much slows. Holy crap. It's the slows from the Undying, the slows from the Viper. And the guy, she slowly went to the grave. It's still fine. You know, you don't care. You lost Dark Below. You got 2 valuable kills in return. And UA has the best luck in Ruins.
Yeah. Since the start of the game, she's been getting all the power runes.
Oh, bottom lane Magic? Is she gonna be okay?
She's okay.
iStar loses her life, and Gia, she's dancing. She's letting it go, but can she let it go fast enough? And no, she doesn't. Merity does fall, but you don't get any experience for Gia. And looks like they're running through them right now.
Yeah, they know that they need to control the early to mid game, especially when they have to deal with the Ursa. That the time when Ursa gets the BKB, it might be tough for Team OO by that time. So, and also the Razor, she needs BKB.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a little bit, right? Like you said, Razor, she's only got the Ogre Axe on the way. Tiny is going for the Blink Dagger first, just so she can sort of catch people, which is nice. But Ligaya, is she gonna be okay? Ligaya, oh, nice dodge. She's like, I don't want to go, but nope, that's not Undying. She actually maxed out Decay. I've never seen this before on Undying. She went max Decay, no points in Soul Rip. The 4-second cooldown on the Decay is pretty damn, as Sophie would say, poggers.
Yeah, I do kind of get that she maxed out the Decay. She's been leaning up against that Razor that has a high armor and stuff, especially with the Next Assassin. So, hello, little guy.
My son's on the other side of the door.
He's saying that you're taking too long to cast this game.
I'm very sorry to everyone, by the way. That's my son. He's like 1 and 7 months, and that's your son. Now that's your kid. Yeah, my son, he is outside the door. He's with my wife. He's
it's okay.
Dad, come out already. Play with me. So because he can hear me, he knows I'm around. Dad's doing his weird screaming at the screen game again. Gia, is she gonna fall? No, she turns out the ultimate. UA might nice double stun.
Nice impale from Ligaya, and this Undying might be a dead beat as well. Okay, she's a little bit tanky. They might turn this game around, but okay.
The tombstone stayed though way too long, and Merity, she's gonna go for more. No, she's just saying, Mary, leave me alone. And yeah, beautiful ultimate by Gia. They lose the Razor, but it's alright. You still got 2 supports, as well as UA, who's the most farmed here on the map.
Yes, especially that impale from Ligaya. That might be the closing for Team Red Horse. But okay, they might attempt this tier 1 tower. Mary will be controlled over here. Okay, they impale again.
She has a big lot of slows though, and a lot of damage over time, and Mary goes down again. So overall, they'll be pretty content with that turn of events. Like, yeah, they lost 3, but they were able to get 3 back after a while.
Do you think something like 4-stab would be a consideration here for the Tiny? She's going for Blink Dagger first item. Classic.
I think if you go 4-staff, you're like sort of Magic. Magic, are you gonna be okay? Looks like she might be losing her life. Where is the Undying? Undying, you need to be there, but no. She's not there in time. And even if she did, I don't think even she has a pointed soul rip, so it doesn't matter. This is a core Undying, basically.
What item do you think can be an option for Mary here? Because she's being controlled by the slows from the Dark Willow, especially with from the Viper also. So.
Oh yeah, you were talking about the 4-staff. I think if you go Blink Dagger and 4-staff on look like Fluidai is gonna be losing her life. I think if you go 4-staff and Blink Dagger on the Tiny, that's like no damage, no stats that you can use,
I do get it.
It's
but
like
she's being controlled since earlier.
It's the problem.
Or something like BKB at least.
Yeah. It's like Blink Dagger, BKB, Echo Saber, like something like that. That will help you out a lot. The Gia, she's gonna lose it. Look at I love the slows they have. It's just insane. Gia, yeah, she tries to ulti, but it's not gonna make a difference. Almost gets Hishiko though. Hishiko lost quite a bit of health just now.
Yeah. Let's see for what Mary will build on this one. I apologize. I'm a position 5 player that likes to build carry items. So that was too dumb for me to ask. Okay.
No, I just love Undying. Undying is going for that max decay with. She went for the Tombstone Taunt. That's interesting. Magic, is she gonna lose her life again? The Prince flying on top of her. She does. Magic. That's more death than basically the whole last game.
They need more heroes here.
Yeah, they don't have the Tombstone. They use the Undying ultimate, but all they get is Legaia for their trouble. It's not worth it at all. You lose Magic and you lose 2 long cooldown abilities. So, they need to be. Well, I don't say they need to be there. So they are pulling ahead in the game, but it's costing them a little bit. Magic is
they're being kited. Yeah, they're being kited by Team Red Horse, I believe.
Oh, very, very much so, right? Which is a bit surprising considering they're the less mobile team overall.
Yeah, their draft is more stronger when they're together. But for Team Red Horse, that's not an issue. Some heroes can, just split push, and that leaves Team OO kind of like has to react on that. Will be forced out to, TP back or stuff.
I like the deep ward that Gia put right near the tier 2 mid for the dire side, so she can just see them. That's usually when people group up at smoke, is near the tier 2. The OO did get a smoke, but this one was not spotted. And they don't have the Undying ultimate, but they do have the Tombstone, as well as the mech. They're gonna go for it. Mary's the target. Mary, she's taking a lot of damage, but she's actually moving quite fast away thanks to being feared, as well as turning to the big form. She does die in the end. Tombstone is dropped. I wonder if they want to keep going for this. You don't want to just lose the Tombstone push. Though, look at that. UA.
That was a DD from Ice Starks.
Yeah, she is. There's a ton of damage. Another 2-man stun by Legaia. The Tombstone is gone as well. It looks like it's just going to be a big victory here. They are going to be able to get the kill on Rising Star and Hishiko. You're still alive, but to what end? Hishiko dies on Ice Star. Best Ursa? Yes, she is.
Especially now she has that Blink Dagger, so she can surprise the heroes from Team OO. She can just jump in, especially with the supports. This Undying might be having a hard time starting now.
No, Undying is the best hero ever and never has a hard time. Undying is a good hero. So that's all we're allowed to say on this stream. But yeah, Undying, like, the mech is helpful, but definitely needs the 4-staff just so he can keep some distance away from the Ursa, save the allies as well. And it was looking pretty good for OO, but a pretty disastrous team fight followed by Roshan, and now it's an even game again.
Yes, and also Magic has been dying recently for consecutive times, so his items are a bit, her items are a bit slowed as of the moment.
Yeah, she definitely took a few hits. In the previous game, she was #1 net worth the entire game. She was never #2. In this game, Ursa,
it's a different kind of story. Yeah.
Yeah, very different. And Hishiko, she's gonna take a little bit of damage here, might lose her life, and didn't go the Shadow Realm in time. Yue was here, but decided, she's like, I don't really want to throw my life as well.
This Ursa is just too big for now.
And unfortunately, it means that OO can't fight them, right? Because they not only is Ursa big, but Ursa's big with Aegis.
Yeah. Wonder what she's going to build next. Is she going
Oh,
for
Mary,
BKB?
Mary. The Tiny is taking a little bit of damage here. Tiny is going to lose her life. And good jump by Yue. Very bold, but there's a smoke coming out from Red Horse, sorry. They want to go from here, and they are probably going to kill Mary. Mary's quite tanky. Yue jumps in, and Ligaya looks like the guy's going to lose her life, and she does. Nice tombstone, by the way, being dropped here. And Gia gets the ultimate off, letting it go.
Oh.
And Red Horse, you need help. All right, here comes Ishiko with the fear. Pretty good. But are they going to be able to look at the zombies though? Holy crap, that's a lot of zombies. But it's not going to be enough, and Rising Star is going to fall.
This is what I'm talking about, Otomo. The time when they get their BKBs, they don't have any problems with the skill set from Team OO. Especially Hazelia. She's having a good time here.
I mean, this was with the fact that they got a kill on the Tiny as well, so I think it would go well. And Magic dies again in the bottom lane. I thought that she would be able to make it out of that situation, but she just pushed her luck a little bit too far here.
Yeah. She can't do what she's doing from the last game.
At least not now until she gets the BKB, right? It's like once she gets the BKB, maybe she'll be able to do that.
But I think that can be answered when Ursa gets the Skull Basher and stuff. She can just react on what Magic is doing. She can... Okay.
Oh, sorry, you cut a little bit.
I was kind of disconnected. Yeah, when Magic goes to, push the other lanes, Ursa can just react on that, especially when she gets that Skull Basher.
Yes.
Even if Magic gets the BKB, so...
It won't matter then because like Ursa will always get the bash off, It's like you said. Still, it's not over by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
OO still very much in the game, but iStar is becoming an absolute... She's going boss mode, She's like, I don't... Game 1, I didn't like Juggernaut. Game 2, I am the Ursa queen.
And it shows. She's
By the way,
the Ursa queen.
Ursa
The
actually
best
means...
Ursa.
Ursa actually means Mama Bear, so she's like the mom bear for the team. When you mess with her team, she just kills everyone. There you go, Mama Bear. She's angry. Don't mess with her kids. She'll just...
Whoa, nice catch from Gia. Does she have the blink dagger? Oh no, she doesn't have the blink dagger, but nice catch.
Yeah, and she's going for the BKB, by the way. She's like, I'll get the BKB. I'll just get the ulti. Gia is a very greedy position 5. Even when she plays Grimstroke, she goes for like an Aghanim Scepter on Grimstroke. When she goes for Shadow Shaman, she uses like core items. And in this game, she's like, yeah, I'm going to get BKB first item on Crystal Maiden.
I won't be surprised if she goes for that pop game build. The Desolator type of Crystal Maiden. But oh wait, I will hold that thought. Magic would try to escape you. No, the avalanche.
Magic, what is going on, girl? This is the second time and she's just gonna lose her life again. A couple more hits. And Magic, what is this? She is 1-5 in this game. She's not bringing the magic compared to game 1, Aegis needs 40 seconds to expire. Gia's here. Tombstone is dropped. I think that's gonna be a dead undying. Still staying alive.
You can just delay for a little bit.
Oh, alright, they are gonna be able to get a kill. Okay, they have a nice ward. They see iStar. If just BKB TP decides, yeah, I don't wanna throw my life away here. Okay, not too bad. You get the Observer Ward removed. You trade position 5, position 5. You get the first BKB as well. Overall, OO is okay. That was an okay exchange for them.
Yeah, somehow. But I'm keen to see on the late game when Luna can get her items. Can she still fight the Ursa? I don't know. I'm still in favor with Ursa on the late game.
I feel the same way. I just feel like it's gonna be. Ursa versus Luna 1v1 late game. It's always gonna be Ursa favored, but I mean it's not a 1v1 game, right? You always have your allies supporting you. You have good control coming out from the Viper as well as the Pangolier. And you have the Dragon, the Hurricane Pike from the Luna as well. So you have options to keep you alive. I think.
Yeah.
I
think Team Red Horse can answer that with Mary's role to just jump in on the supports on the back line. She's a tiny though, so she can do that at least. She can just take down the Undying firstly. But wait, Gia?
Yeah, well, Gia's gone again. It's okay. It's like if someone's gonna die, you want the position 5 to die. Mary's also gonna have, like you said, the blink. She already has the blink dagger to jump, but she's only gonna have the BKB very soon as well.
Radiant's
She
bottom
needs more
tower is
items
under
for
attack.
um,
Dire's structures
damage.
are
They can
fortified.
just rely on the Ursa
Dire's
alone.
top tower is under
Because
And
in the later part of the game, when the BKB's duration will be decreased, you can just kite out this Ursa.
bottom lane, though, this could be the big fight that we're waiting for here. Will we see the Tombstone drop magic? He gets a heal, but remember, this is a non-maxed soul rip on the Undying. Will we see? Are they gonna actually take the fight? No, they're like, let's everyone go. Meredy, you'll be the sacrificial lamb. We love you. We miss you. We'll see you when you come back.
We'll
So
see you
Mary's
after 40 seconds.
right. It's not gonna be too long. They get the tier
Yeah.
2 tower, so
It's okay.
oh,
They got what they wanted.
exactly. They're very happy with how that fight went.
Okay, Hazelia, is she going for Refresher Orb? Oh yeah, she is. So
Oh,
few
by the way,
goes away.
BKB was also used on Hazelia. That's so you lost Meredy, but you also traded the tier 2 as well as Ligaya. A little too greedy, girl, and will they be able to get this kill? Looks like they will. No backup. Ligaya trying to go for some deep. I don't even know what she was doing. She didn't even have wards or anything. She was just there, sightseeing, I
Dire's
guess.
top tower is under attack.
Sightseeing, and the kill score is getting closer and closer, so you might see some kind of like ray of hope for Team OO. So
Oh, for
they
sure.
might be needing to delay this game until the duration of the BKBs will be depleted from the Razor and Ursa, Mary as well. But this might be a fresh BKB for the Tiny.
Once Magic has BKB, that'll make a difference. Because Luna's armor is so high that Ursa, it does take some time for the Ursa to shoot. And there's the Skull Basher you talked about. And that means basically Magic can never TP anymore if Ursa's around. Like, yeah, you can BKB, but from everyone else, but it doesn't matter. Ursa's still gonna get the bash every time. Four-man smoke, Red Horse, or they're gonna might walk into UA. They plant a nice deep ward. You can see it's right behind between the tier 2 and the tier 3. Gia reveals herself.
Oh, it's
And-
Hijiko. Hi.
Yeah, right. Hey, Hishiko.
She just wanted to play some words. Why did you do that to her?
This ward's very scary though. This is a very scary ward. Magic
Yeah.
like needs to be careful. She doesn't know it's Gia. She's
Gia.
here. Remember, there's no BKB on Magic. Magic. Oh, the hurricane.
The
fight
force
keeps-
stuff. Oh, the Hurricane Pike. Okay.
Keeps her alive. Definitely needs to be very careful here. There's no Meredy. This is a 3 versus 5 fight if it begins.
No magic?
Magic, what are you doing? Girl, what are you doing?
3 seconds for the Hurricane Pike.
Okay, they get the heal off. They get the heal off. They do, but it's not much. Magic's gonna lose her life again. And just a little bit too bold. And Rising Star is gonna die as well on the Undying. And it's gonna be a 2-for-nothing trade. I mean, quite honestly, they're pushing their luck in this game. They're giving away like
Under attack.
they knew that Crystal Maiden was around, and they knew Crystal Maiden is not going to be charging by herself. So it's still interesting how Magic was like, no, I'll still push. That's a bit of a
It's
mistake
kind of a
right there.
greedy for her.
Bottom tower is
Like
under attack.
she needs to understand that she can't do what she did on the last game. This is a different kind of Luna that you're playing.
I'm telling her, she just doesn't listen. You know? I mean, I'm on her stream. I'm like, Magic, don't do that, and she's like, no.
I won't
Go
listen
cast.
to you.
Yeah, you're just a caster. I'm a player. Let me do what I want.
Okay.
But it's still not that big of a deal. Like with the teams are playing very slow, but this is the second Roche here. Aegis as well as the shard. Who are they gonna give the shard to? Ursa's shard is pretty damn good. She also has like she wants to buy it, so it'll save her quite a bit of money if she just gets it for free.
Yeah, definitely. And there's no contest on this Roshan, so it's free Roshan for Team Red Horse, and this can be their go time to just take down the outer towers of Team OO, so that Magic will have a hard time on finding a safe spot to farm.
And Star gets it, by the way, so she is just giga farm, giga hard to bring down.
Oh, the impale!
Lagaya every time getting those. I mean those ravages every time. Hijiko is gonna lose her life as well. There is a buyback on the Undying, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. UA, can you make it? Oh, UA, you're dead as well. UA just shredded to pieces. Down for 1 minute, no buyback. 30 seconds, no buyback. Magic, she's doing the thing. You know, she's doing the trick that she did last time. But Mary's here. Mary's
They're
just gonna go for
ready.
it.
Does she
Oh,
have
they're
BKB
bringing.
now?
She
She
does
still
have
doesn't have the
BKB.
BKB. No, there's still no BKB for the
Oh, it's just
Luna.
being bought.
What
But
can she
Mary,
do?
the Gaia is the guy gonna fall? Maybe. Oh God, Magic's gonna lose her life again. Magic, what are you doing? I thought you had the
Oh.
BKB, but turns out she's still a couple of hundred gold from the recipe, and I guess you could say that she kept the tower alive, but that's not what you want to use
At
your carry
least,
for.
yeah. Like it's not that really good when you go split pushing without that BKB on. She's been doing that for quite a while, so she needs to kind of like stop it for a while until she gets that BKB. But even if she has that BKB, if Ice Starks is around, like you said, it can be
I mean,
cancelled.
I mean, she's 1-7 on this Luna. I feel. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's so bad.
Meredy, is she gonna be losing her life? Meredy's taking a lot of damage
I
here.
believe so.
She Viper strikes Hazilia. Alright, that's kinda cool with the dragon with the Hurricane Pike, but it's not enough. She does have a Heaven's Halberd to help, but again it's tough. It's very tough. Oh has been losing cores left and right.
hmm I just want to ask you, what do you think might be the problem here for Team O? I don't have any problems with the draft. They've been doing well on the early stages of the game, but I just don't get why this keeps on happening on their team.
Yeah, it's very weird. I'm surprised. Like they had a good timing. They got early mech on the
Yeah.
Undying with the like Max Tombstone, Max Decay. I was like, okay, they're gonna go, but then they split up. Magic died so much, and props to
hmm
Legaia for finding her. Props to Mary for just being there to help them. But it comes out Magic won them game one, but she might be losing them game two here. UA is gonna be fine. No, she doesn't. Mech comes out, that's not enough. Gia, there you
Gia
go.
with the BKB!
BKB.
Let it go, girl!
Oh, is she gonna be able to kill the Undying? No, but Hishiko does fall, and this is the Crystal Maiden. This is the boss 5 Crystal Maiden. I think this game is honestly looking
Oh,
very
this might be
over.
over. This might be over for Team O.
Is it spring already? And Red Horse, game one, they let Magic win. Game two, they're like, no, no, no. This is why we kicked you. You were doing these crazy moves.
She can't do
Split.
anything, even though she's a Luna. She can't fight his 5 heroes from Team Red Horse. I think the issue here for Team O is that they've been feeding the Ursa some kills.
Yes. Like it should have been bomb lane should have gone way better for OO because there's
Yeah.
no way that an Ursa CM can beat a Viper
Yeah.
and Hoodwink. I mean not Viper and Dark Blade.
Dark
Yeah,
Blade.
Viper like maybe Viper dies once or twice, but it shouldn't be like this. You actually can just break the Ursa and Fury swipes his gun. Oh no, Magic.
Magic again.
Please,
You have the
girl.
BKB?
But it's not gonna help because Ice Star's right there, like we said. Oh, Ice.
Oh, the chase is on. The chase is on. Magic. Oh, you're not going anywhere, girl.
Like, what are you, Magic? Stop doing this. It's.
I do get her. There's no safe place to farm for her. The map control is on their Team Red Horse, so the least thing she can do for now is to go on the jungle area of Team Red Horse. Farm over there. So, like, she can just push the creep waves for the meantime while she's on the way on the jungle. But she just keeps on getting spotted by Team Red Horse.
Unfortunately,
That's too tough.
she really needs a Manta style to play this split pushing, way. Like she
Yeah.
needs to have, but she's going for it next. But she needs to get like before the dragon lands. Like maybe go for that Mask of Madness, Manta BKB. That would have helped her out a lot. It's like, ouch.
Really ouch here for the Luna. I believe that she also opted to go for the Hurricane Spike first before the Manta. She's been threatened by, the Ursa going on her face and especially the Steiny that has a blink dagger. So I do get her, but I just don't like the timing of their heroes.
Like it makes sense if she was going to fight to have the Hurricane fight, but she never wants to fight. She wants to go for the
Yeah,
split
she
push.
goes. She wanna go farming.
So if like you could have gone Manta style, it could have been better. However, it's like one of those things like where it's hard to find silver lining. They're 16k behind on OO, and here we go, Red Horse, another Gia move, blinks in, BKB, ultimate, everyone runs away. UA is gonna lose her life, 70 seconds without the buyback. Her Star, she does the BKB, she doesn't have the Aegis though, so that's something they want to go for. Can they drop? Tombstone is dropped, Hazilia, you're not gonna be able to go too far. So they do lose UA, but BKBs are forced out, and the Aegis is down. Want to go for it. Did he actually kill? That's a refresher
Where's
orb,
the
and oh, there you
damage?
go!
Ooh.
Hezili actually used the BKB in the end, and there's the Yule Scepter on. It looks like we might be losing Gia as well. So holy crap! Oh, they are taking this fight, and look at this Undying, unkillable at this point.
Triple
They get
kill!
the- They get the Ursa as well. Magic. What? There's gonna be a nice stun here by the guy. Might be able to just blink, and she does, and that's 2 cores down. Huge swing by OO. What looked like an end game, like
That
when they
was
were
a
pushing
big
mid.
bounty for Magic.
Look at that! Look at the experience they get. 10,000
Yeah.
like advantage for them. 4,000 gold swing. It's gonna be even more
Yeah.
than that once they're done.
Also, Magic got some kind of like 1100 gold. That's too big for her. She can just build something. She can complete her Mantis style for now.
Check out the net. Check out the net worth. Magic just shot up, and Ligaya. There's a tombstone. Yeah, the zombies are gonna be Magic. Just hurricane spikes in front, and nope, they aren't gonna be able to kill this Nyx assassin. Unfortunate for them, but just getting the tower and the map control back is good.
Yeah, this might be the issue that we've talked about earlier on the later stages of the game, where the BKBs will be
Mary?
the BKB duration will be depleted. You know, you can
Yes.
just easily control, especially the Ursa, and she used the BKB, I believe, before the AGs.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, when they were pushing mid, they didn't have the ages, like already timed out or
Oh,
something.
okay,
Mary,
yeah.
Mary is sent back. Okay, looks like everyone's just like, let's just disengage. Oh, unfortunately for the Undying, she's gonna die. Don't think she has buyback either. We'll find out in just a second when she dies. She does have buyback. Excellent, good for her. So it's not the biggest deal. There is a BKB used by Hezelia. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad for the Undying.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look at some Mary. She's got the Echo Saber. She's going for the Salt Cuirass. Has the BKB. Just classic mid lane items. Ursa has the Abyssal Blade. Also, she's going for Satanic. So she just goes back to full life. Nyx has the Yule Scepter and the Force Staff and going for the Low Sword. So very like elusive Nyx to kill. You know, tanky with all these items on her.
Oh, she is super greedy. She's going for a refresher orb.
I mean, I'm surprised she
It's
didn't
so
have the
fun.
shards. Like,
It's
how?
so fun.
Top tower
I mean, good for her, but no shard. Shard's like 20% more
Yeah.
damage.
She needs to
kinda
have
crazy.
that shard first.
Razor's gonna go for the Aghanim Scepter, very close to it. And in fact, Magic, what's she got? She has the Mantis style. She's gonna go for the Chrysalis next. Does need a bit of damage. Shishiko on the Dark Willow, nothing crazy. And what about Undying? Undying's gonna go for Lotus Orb. Has the Force Staff, just gonna go for Lotus Orb as well. UA hasn't been able to get much farm, unfortunately. Just died a lot this game. She does have the Aghanim Scepter, and I think she doesn't have much farm, but like we just see her die a lot. She's 5 and 10. No, sorry, she's 3 and 8, but she's still okay. Like she's still got decent items, and she's got the Hellback Hammer, so huge.
Okay, this is the third Aegis, I believe. It has
Yes.
the refresher shard. Maybe give that to Gia so she won't have to buy the refresher. Just kidding.
No, Gia's like I want it. They actually just leave the shard. I think iStar's gonna take it, right? By the way,
Okay.
Refresher shard not as good as it used to be. It now has a huge mana cost, 200. So you might actually like run out of mana before, when you use it. So it's still good though. You refresh and get the second BKB. That by itself is enough.
The mana cost of the BKB is super annoying. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah,
you don't have
right?
mana, you still need 50 mana to get that BKB, to press the BKB.
Gia, she's
That's
taking a lot of
super
damage.
annoying.
Okay, she
Okay,
ulties.
Gia.
It's just gonna lose her life here. Yep. They use buyback on the Gia. The BKB is used on Magic as well. Ligaya who jumps in here. I start to jump in if she wants. She has an Aegis, but she decides not to do so. Just being careful here. That the Dark. I think Dark Willow's got what the shard. She has the shard, doesn't she? Yes. So it's the damage. So it takes the spike carapace out because of that.
Yeah, and it's additional control for Team OO with that shot from Dark Willow. You know, there's few Bramble Maze after that Curse Grab. But okay, they can definitely def Team OO.
Yeah, this shard is insane on the Dark Willow. Even if it gets dispelled, you still get out the Bramble Mazes.
Yeah.
It's very powerful. Check out Viper's items, by the way. A Heaven's Halberd and a Hurricane Pipe, and that's it.
Aww.
It's
What
cute,
happened? What
right?
happened to Mary? I'm so used to seeing her with the heroes that very tanky, just likes to
Mm.
do the initiation like Mars and stuff. So this might be new to me.
Yeah, she doesn't usually play those lane dominating heroes like the Razor and the Viper. She
Yeah.
usually plays like those flashier Mars.
Initiators.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mars, Sand King, things like that. Night Stalker as well, like something a little more flashy than
Dire's
this.
bottom tower
So it
is
is
under attack.
Pangolier as well as another one of her heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit odd to see her doing this well.
Well, let's see. Let's see what they can do. They have the Pangolier, the Viper, and the Luna to defend. So Team OO, they have a high ground defense here. But as you can see for Team Red Horse, they might be having a hard time going on that high ground towers. But they might be seeing magic here, just doing magic stuff.
Oh god, they're all teleporting. Magic, please, girl.
Magic,
The
TP,
magic.
just TP out, girl.
Please, no, don't. What are you doing? BKB, BKB. Okay, she TP's out. She TP's out.
No.
She's gonna be fine. Okay.
If that was me, I would have used a BKB and TP out.
They're going go mid anyway. Yue takes a lot of damage. Gia gets the ultimate off. Is Yue gonna be fine? Oh, the bash is a lot, and Gia takes. She might be losing her life though. 1-for-1 trade's not too bad. Gia is dead to 100 seconds. This remember she used her buyback recently, so it's okay. Oh, they have a buyback on Yue. It's that was a bit ballsy coming out from Red
Yeah.
Horse, and does get I would say punished, but
Some kind of greedy moves. Yeah, I would say punished. They've been
Ah.
doing that for quite a while. They've been wasting their BKBs just to use that. But I do get it. They need to do that. They need to pick off one hero from Team OO before they can go on the high ground. So
And check out with the Manta style magic, she just sends her illusions bottom, they push out the lane, then someone's forced to deal with them. So this is why like the Manta style is just a big boost for her split pushing potential.
okay, Team OO might be having a group up here towards their jungle. Might be they seeing here.
It just expires in 1 minute here. They might just want to wait this 1 minute out and they can take a fight. Ligaya, very bold moving forward. And by the way, she's got the Philosopher's Stone. She's using it when she's
Finally.
not fighting. I know, it makes me
Finally,
very
someone
happy.
using the Philosopher's Stone on the late game.
Someone gets it, you know. Someone understands how it's supposed to be.
Okay, they just waited for Pangolier to go up again before they can go fully commit on some team fights here. But Magic?
Needs to be careful. The guy, she does takes a few hits. Magic, oh my god, she's taking so much damage! But
The
she's still
heal!
alive. The heal, the mech, the sword, all good stuff. And looks like they might be able to get the kill themselves. Oh, thank god the Aegis expired. There was about 20 seconds left. It was a good time for it. However, ultimate's used by iStar. She uses the refresher shot. She's ready to go again if she wants to. Yue jumps and gets stunned mid-jump basically on this procs though. iStar, she's like, do I go in? No, I want to go out now. I BKB'd, I enraged. And now she's really raging because she used all her abilities and got nothing out of it. Oh, get away with base. They lost nothing.
And this game is super important for them. This might be their chance to close up the series with 2-0. So they might be doing anything they can just to get this game.
Yep. If OO wins, they guarantee a top 3 finish. They go to the upper bracket finals, and they just look really good taking down Red Horse. So it's not.
Let's not jinx Team OO. Let's not jinx. Let's stop it.
Why? I just said what's gonna happen. I didn't jinx them. Big jump, Mary. They're gonna be able. Gia, she's just horse stabbing front. She's ulti. She's sorry, BKB. She's gonna ulti here. Looks like they just killed Mary. Mary went way too far. And look at the zombies. Look at the zombies on Mary. Oh, sorry, Hazelia. And Gia's gonna lose her life as well. This is an amazing tombstone that was not dealt with. And 3 people dead.
With two heroes that doesn't have the buybacks for now.
What is going on for Red Horse?
The Asians are starting to go up on Team Red Horse. They can just kite the Ursa.
And look at that, a nice double damage. It's still 74%, but it used to be way higher. Yeah, look at that, DD Ruin on a Luna going to hit buildings. Yeah, you can definitely say goodbye to Arax if she's not she's left alone.
This might lead Mary to be forced to have that buyback here. if they go on the high ground. But let's see, Ligaya.
Okay. Ligaya playing it a bit close, just wants to get every second counts here. You need 30 seconds for Hesilia to come back. And they respect their opponents. They probably have buyback. Let's not risk it. And unfortunately for them, they do miss out on a bit of an opening by doing that.
Yeah, but it's okay for Team OO. At least they have the chance to control the map at least for now because Roshan might be respawning anytime soon. So this is a super big thing for Team OO. If they will be able to get that Aegis, they can just really close out the game.
Yeah, it's like you said. I just wonder if if you ever watch a replay and you're like, if only I could have done that. I wonder if they'll watch it and be like, man, if we had pushed, we could have gotten something out of it. In the meantime, though, buyback status, we have it on both carries have it, UA has it, as well as Rising Star. So most of the buybacks on OO's side.
Yeah.
Red Horse, you can see they're confident because they were not saving buybacks at all. They did not expect the game to go this way.
They just need gold for their buyback, so you can just save up at least for now while waiting for the next Roshan, I believe. But this is a 5-man smoke for Team OO.
Magic, she's like, I gotta deal with this. I can't let this catapult wave push in. She's gonna have to deal with the next wave as well. So, Roshan's up in 40 seconds, and Red Horse has been able to get every time. UA blinks forward. Can she find?
Oh, they have a nice vision there.
Oh, Gia forced to use BKB. UA, she's rolled all the way to get here though. Can she get it? And looks like Kishiko might be losing her life. She's doing a lot of damage here. Gia, holy crap, the bait on UA is insane. Magic, she's here, she's BKB. Her damage is being sucked up by Hesilia, but she just needs to break the link, but she's trying her best. She can't. Magic, she's gonna make it out. She does. By the skin of her teeth, Undying is gonna lose her life as well. And throughout all this, the guy was alive, but not for long. And now Miri's gonna die as well. Magic needs to find a way to join her team, but she's just healing back. In the meantime, everyone else is gonna die. Magic left her team. They kind of need her to come back as soon as she could. She's just gonna be pushing out lanes now.
Oh, the MVP there was the Observer Wars from Team Red Horse. The smoke got popped and Gia was able to blink out, find the right timings where her teammates can just go back up on that, and that might be a bad move for Team OO.
Gia, absolute god tier movement
Yeah.
just now. I mean, holy crap. UA wasted her entire Pangolier, her Rolling Thunder on finding her. She didn't even get the kill.
Yeah.
Well,
That was a turnaround too for Team Red Horse, but okay.
3 buybacks available here. Hesilia, she's just going for it straight. She's like, I don't really care. I got Aghanim Scepter. I'm just gonna ulti right now. I'm just gonna go straight for the tower. And are they gonna do anything about this? Just Hesilia with Gia pushing.
The Undying will be up on 10 seconds, so
Dire's structures
I don't
are
think so.
fortified.
They might be needing the Pangolier, so
And Pangolier is still 30 seconds away. They might use the buyback ones, but even then, you're not gonna have Meredy. I think they're just gonna give them this at this point. It's like they're pushing bottom. Will they go bottom? That's when they're gonna defend. And I think Red Horse might consider like it's too risky for us to actually go bottom. So we got a Rax. We can go for Roshan as well. That's the best thing you can get in this situation. 2 Rax advantage for Red Horse.
and the Roshan is now up, so this is what we are talking about. This Roshan is super important for Team OO. But then Team Red Horse has the Ursa, so this might be a quick Roshan for them. This has the Aegis, this has the Refresher Shard, so everything you need is in this Roshan.
They smoke. They know. They know on that this is happening. Can they get
This
there
might be
in
too
time?
fast.
It's very quick. They're moving as fast as they can. Their little legs can get Magic. She's in the front. She's got Lowe's orb. Oh, can she get it?
No!
They see the bash from Roche giving them a little bit of time, but not enough. And now they're Tombstone's dropped Gia. She's got a big ult right in the middle of everyone, but she's taking a good amount of damage here. Gia's gonna fall. Not yet. She does fall in the end, and so does the Undying. Buyback from Gia as well. Undying saving her buyback. It looks like the Aegis is going to drop the guy. She's being controlled in the back line. Tiny, look at all the zombies. As usual, no one deals with the zombies, and they just murder everyone. It's definitely The Walking Dead today. Here, look at that. 2 tombstones. The tombstone on Death Talent coming very handy. Big win for
They know
OO.
that Gia is here, okay.
They
So this is some kind of a reset.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they nullified the advantage of the Aegis by just immediately killing I-Star. They forced the Gia buyback as well as killing 2 cores. So, very happy with this fight. And again, the Tombstone causing massive issues for them.
Might be spotting out Ice Starks here. She's alone! Hey!
Force user refresher shard here. Are they going to be able to save her in time? She has a Satanic. She has an in-range if she wants to use. She does use the in-range. She has a Satanic. And just everyone's like, save Private I-Star. UA, does she have a blink? She does blink forward. She catches I-Star. This might be a dead I-Star. She does have buyback if she falls though, so it's not a biggest deal. But just getting that kill is. And Hezelia forced to use her buyback as well. That is insane.
Super pull, just like what Sophie's always saying. That was super
who cares about what Sophie says? She's not here.
Yeah, so again, a restart for Team OO. They're just kind of having a take on this game with please.
Yeah, it's
from 14k gold they down to 6k, so you know what's happening, Atomo.
The comeback is real. That's what's happening. I mean, they might have to force a buyback from the Ursa. If they take 1 Rax, I think that Red Horse might be willing to give that. But if they go bottom and mid, take 2 Raxes, it's tough. We'll see if Red Horse is gonna buy back for that or not, or they're just gonna be like, just take our Raxes. Just as long as we don't get Megat or Throne, we don't really care.
Yeah.
40 seconds is a long time. There is a glyph though. Oh, nice double stun here. Mary, do they want to take this 4 versus 5? Mary, she's going for it. Tombstone is dropped. The zombies are starting to spawn here, and I-Star buys back. I-Star does not want to give away even 1 set of racks, and they need to get back here. UA, the Bangle Roll just finishes a bit close to the enemy side. Nice swashbuckle just to
no BKBs.
Yep, and looks like everyone's just gonna TP out to safety. Undying might be the only one who's gonna. She's pushing out daisies, but it's okay. Close to buyback, but not close enough. They need to get that bounty ruin, and maybe it's not enough just the bounty. They need the tower as well.
And one of the most important things here is that all the BKBs was used for Team Red Horse, so they might not be able to engage in any team fight for the meantime. But let's see, 50 seconds for the Undying. Okay.
I mean, I-Star used her buyback. You know, Hezelia used her buyback.
Magic!
Oh, it steals it from but she's next to the Sentry Ward. Magic, are you gonna be okay, girl? Are you gonna be fine, Magic?
She's fine.
She's forced half the way. And UA, she's like, oh, let me go in. I want to fight this. And she does realize there's no BKBs here. I-Star, it's controlled a little bit, but UA, I think it's holy crap. UA is like, let me just control you. I don't care about you. And then we have there's no Undying here, so there's no Tombstone fighting with speed vision. But Hezelia's gonna lose life. Remember, this is Hezelia without buyback. 2 minutes down, and there's only 10 seconds left for the Undying to come back. When the Undying comes back, these Raxes are gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Whew, this is so intense.
I'm sweating, and I'm just talking about this game.
It's just something like in the first game that it keeps on turning into circles.
I mean, to be fair, it's like they had a good chance to kill Magic. They went for it. You can't fault them for that, but she is tanky. Like the burst damage is not.
Yeah, and the
status
resistance also that she has.
Yeah, I mean, she's got so much. She's got 40 armor, 70% physical resistance is insane. And they're just gonna be able to push mid here. She's got that boots of travel as well. So she's like, let me show up here. Pushes out the mid lane. Sorry, the top lane. Top lane is pushed out. Mid lane, they're gonna Rax it right now. Mary, you're in the dangerous spot. The guy does have the Aghanim Scepter though. That's a big deal. It's a lot of stuns and controls. She gets rooted.
Oh, UA goes in.
Yeah, she's just trying to control Legaia here. Can they get the stun at the very second on Mary? Legaia, is she gonna fall here? She does have buyback, and she's gonna use it though. It's like it's just gonna be the first set of racks here. Tombstone dropped as well. And
they don't have creeps. Okay, it's incoming.
Buyback comes out from Legaia. My god, they really do not want to give an inch in this game. And I-Star jumping into 5 people. Very gung-ho. Gia with a big ultimate. Holy crap, Gia! That's 1 kill, 2 kill for Gia with a double kill. Okay, well, it's not gonna last forever.
No
she does fall in the end. They do use the buyback on Mary.
Wow.
Although for some reason Rising Star still sitting her buyback. I-Star Is she gonna fall? The Ursa,
Oh
the
no!
angry bear, and the mama bear is down, and the cubs. Can they actually hold on to this? And looks like Magic is gonna lose her life as well. She has buyback. He instantly uses it. She wants to. She does
She
not
wants
want.
to end this game,
Oh,
Otomo.
the guy actually Vendettas hits the creep. Makes sure that Magic cannot show up to push this lane. Huge move by Lagaya.
Yeah,
And
that was super fun.
look, Yue, she's like stuck. She's rolling in
Too
a
many
circle.
kills!
Dude, that one move by the guy might have just kept them in the game, and no buyback used by Undying. Undying now uses the buyback, girls. Where was this 40 minutes ago?
Fine, buyback. I mean, this is their
Oh.
chance to end this game. 85 seconds for the Ursa, 70 seconds for the Crystal Maiden. They have more heads. So
Radiant's
let's
middle
see.
barracks are under attack.
Oh, they definitely have more heads here, and they're just gonna go straight for the throne. Magic's like, let me go for it. They really needed.
No more glyph?
Yue's here. Everyone's here. Support's coming a little bit in the back line. Mary, can she throw someone to a bad spot? Undying's here. She just needs to throw that tombstone, and Mary jumps in. Tombstone is dropped. She's gonna go straight for Mary. Magic taking a lot of damage. It's 3 versus 5 here.
Oh
And,
no, it's over. What a comeback! What a comeback, Atomo.
Insane.
This is insane. Team
And-
OO.
They call it. They're like, we know we can't take the game. Well played by OO. It looked so bad for them at one point. It looked like Red Horse was just gonna take it, but absolute massive plays by OO. This was the best comeback we've seen so far.
Yeah, best comeback, and also for Magic. Like, I think she was saying, what if these casters are saying, let me show you guys how it's done.
Right?
Yeah, the patience and discipline from Magic. That was super awesome.
It's insane how that game went. Like they, can we look at the graph? Can we look at the graph just see how far ahead? Look. I mean, we don't have the green graphs, but they were 30,000 experience ahead. They were like 15, 16,000 gold, and just like it's crazy how they were able to Magic.
It's crazy.
Once you got the man style, she was able to split push well and she won the game.
That was the item that she needed.
Yes.
Yeah, that Mantis stun. And also big props to you, Wei. You know that Rolling Thunder was super chaotic, and it gives them more space to reposition themselves. And every team fight was so annoying with that Rolling Thunder on. But okay, that was super awesome from Team OO.
I mean, there are so many good plays on Red Horse though. Gia on the Crystal Main, how like in the last fight she jumps in, uses the BKB and gets like double kills. She forces out the Panko roll in the earlier fight. Like she played so well. She got like 20 kills in that game. Like that is insane. 19 kills, sorry. There was a lot of good plays, but it feels like there was a lack of tower damage until they added Aghanims on Razor. They just, maybe they could have pushed the pedal a bit more.
But I think like the issue here for Team Red Horse is when the Ursa and the Razor got kited a lot in the late game. You know, I keep on saying it's the BKB duration is keep on depleting for them, even though they have that refresher shard and stuff. So it's the patience for Team OO. Like, let's just go back when they use their BKBs and let's just re-engage when they don't have any. And yeah, that was super awesome game from Team OO.
I mean, the first Open they got fourth place. Open they got third place. And the last Open they got first place. So they've been on a very steady increase. And Red Horse, they had the exact opposite. They were like first, second. So they are not really like they're losing to. This is the second time they lose to this team, and it looks like it's just going to be a very tough situation for them. They go to the lower bracket, whereas OO continues their run in the upper bracket.
But I think they still have a chance there. They will be facing Foxy Gaming, and I'm kind of like being biased to Team Red Horse for that matchup. But again, this is a redemption game for Magic.
Yep, and but we're gonna go. You know what, Aki? I heard enough from you. I want to go hear what Sophie has to say.
I'm sorry. Let's go, Sophie.
Let's go, Sophie. Come here, Sophie. Come on.
Thanks, Akinoto. I think, like, man, like the start of the game, so the laning phase, I actually noticed that the last hits were all like the top three were all everyone from OO.
Yeah.
But then once it hit that mid game, because Ursa's kind of one of those heroes that you can fight early. Like all you kind of need is a blink and you need the diffusal, and then once you have those, then you can just go fight, like jump into any fights. Like you can go 5v4. And the thing is, the Luna is probably not going to be fighting until she gets her Manta, right? But that's the thing is they really stopped the Manta for so long.
Yes.
But they didn't end up like finishing the game. They weren't able to close it out. They weren't able to push the high ground. So that's why, the late game Luna was just too strong in the end. And I want to give a big shout out to Hishiko, who played absolutely amazing. She hit so many like 4-man terrorizes. Like she just played out of her mind. But also Ligaya was crazy on the Nick. She hit like so many good impales. I could never. But these girls played like fantastic.
I mean, we see some every like Nyx jumps in, she catch. Like even the very first impale in the game caught 3 people, right? Like that was insane, and that just kept happening every time happening. I was like, this is a Ravage. This is not impale. It's Ravage. I'm sorry, like, you can't convince me of it's anything else.
She was just amazing.
They
all played really well though, and like Betty, I started really like that mid game was really her. She really owned it, but unfortunately they weren't able to end the game. But let's go take a look on what our schedule is for tomorrow. So here is the bracket. We have Roar versus OO at 12 p.m. Foxy versus Red Horse, the lower bracket game at 3 p.m. And whoever wins that is going on to the 6 p.m. game with whoever loses the upper bracket game as well. So yeah, that's 3 games tomorrow.
Yeah, when we open up, we'll, like after the first match, we know who's going to be the finalist. And then we're just going to start eliminating people. We're going to be eliminating 2 people tomorrow. 2 teams tomorrow. So, there's going to be a lot of tears. And you know me, I love tears. I do love it when teams cry and feel bad. Oh, no, actually, it sucks. But we are going to be saying goodbye to 2 teams tomorrow, which is sad.
It is sad. You are a big tear enjoyer. But I think we'll also be finding out who wins the big whopping 800 Singapore dollars tomorrow as well, right?
I mean, we're going to, the 4th and 3rd place. It's 500, 800. I think it's like 1,200 and then 2,500 for first place. That's where you get the money.
That is where you get the money indeed. So how would you like compare today's games compared to like yesterday's games?
Yesterday's games were, I think the 2 teams felt a little bit less experienced. Like they were making a little bit more mistakes. They were not pushing the envelope. Today's we saw better performances from both teams. Yeah, Red Horse lost. It was 2-0. Yesterday it was 2-1, but they played better, and I do think they'll be able to destroy Foxy Gaming tomorrow. Seems mean to say, but I do think that Red Horse will beat Foxy. I think O is going to beat Roar, but Roar versus Red Horse, that's the one I'm not so sure about. That's why I'm like, it could go either way.
Do you think we'll be seeing an OO Red Horse finals, grand finals?
I think there's a good possibility of that. Yeah, I think it's like it's on the likely side to say the least.
Yeah, I think though, out of all the games that we've seen so far, last game was definitely my favorite. That comeback was just like, I definitely didn't see it coming. I thought we were in for a 3rd game.
When they were pushing mid and they were like 16k ahead, I was like, we got game 3. I was like, honey, don't heat the food now, heat it after. We're not eating, we're having late dinner. But no, they just took it. Mind blowing. I don't know. It was just mind blowing to see that.
Yeah, I know. Like when the team wipe, like when Dire team wiped Radiant, I thought it was a fake comeback. I was like, there's no way. it's just for laughs. So
they're just
really
diving fountain. They're just having fun and a laugh. That's it. But then it's like, oh no, this is happening a lot. And by the way, a lot of it comes down to Undying, who was able to like Tombstone. We were seeing they just ignore the Tombstone every fight. And we're seeing double Tombstone. We're seeing the slows come out. The vision and the slow fight is just invaluable.
Yeah, that was a lot of like, for sure, like team fight winning Tombstones. But yeah, we want to give a huge thank you to the partners of FSL, Yahoo, and Intel for making all of this possible. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Thank you so much for watching and peace. We'll see you. Bye, Atma.
Bye, Sophie. Bye, everyone.